Hi, hello, and welcome to Power Word Play, a Dungeons & Dragons live stream where a bunch of lovely players must save the Swords Coast from the wrath of Tiamat. My name's Josiah Groff, I'm your Dungeon Master, and let's get into tonight's episode.
Lady Tiamat whispers, her children fly north. No virtue will stop them. Send the sins forth.
Welcome back. So, let's start our session off tonight with roll for recap. It's going to be
Not me.
lowest tonight. That's going.
It was Janelle last time, wasn't it?
I got that.
Yep. 20.
Oh.
So
You got that
lowest?
Well, shit.
You're not
20 stops. Streak stops.
We can sing 3 seconds of that.
Did anyone else roll an natural 20? Heard Janelle got one, but no. All right, Janelle, who is doing our recap tonight?
Wow. Can't pick you.
Nope.
You can't pick Josiah? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just manage this. Ooh. I feel like everyone's kind of gone recently, except Sola.
Someone's gone recently.
Has Sola gone recently?
Recently-ish.
I picked Sola.
Alright.
Here we go.
There we go.
Lather Tida, my light, my lady, my love. Eon's back! but at the same time, Eshif's gone. I thought she would be happy to have her sister, and like that they would, it would like be a whole happy family reunion, and we would like be even closer as a group or something. But I guess Ishif had something else she needed to go and do instead. I hope that we have left her in a good enough standing, good enough state that she can take on whatever challenge is ahead of her. From what we understood, it sounds like a monumental task. A white dragon that she is trying to hunt down. I know that us Sins have faced dragons before, but it was almost more incidental. We didn't go necessarily looking for them. Ishif, on the other hand, is. I hope that she finds that family she needs. Because she should not face a dragon alone. Dragons are bad news. But anyway, with Eon back, I think the rest of us are ready to move on to whatever challenge lies ahead of us. I don't know what that is yet. I know we've got a goal in mind, but not exactly what we're going to find there. So, at least we'll do it as a family again. So, Lethatida, thank you for giving us that back. And thank you for hearing me when I reached out to you.
All right, thank you, Sola. take an inspiration if you're not a 3.
I can't.
I'll take it.
Nope.
Actually, I'm at 3.
If you're offering.
I'm at 3 too.
Whoa.
Could take it.
Are we all 3?
I think so, are you?
I could use one. Can we all collectively?
I'm pretty sure we ask this every
A
time.
pool? Yeah. Inspiration pool.
It's like a co-op situation.
Yeah.
Not doing that. Anyway,
The PP place.
the Sins find themselves within the Dock Ward after kind of discussing in the Hag's House about where you're going. Silvery Moon was chosen, and you now find yourself in the most bustling kind of water area that exists along the Swords Coast. This is probably like one of the most busy ports along kind of the coast. Every single area where ships can dock is full with ships. It's like a packed wave pool right now where you can almost not really see water. You can just see boats on boats on boats. There's and as I've kind of mentioned before, there was like a general like kind of nice kind of happy uplifted attitude out of a lot of the regulars of the Dock Ward that work there. Whereas a lot of other people are just kind of a mix of moods. A lot of different things happening right now. But you guys are kind of looking for a ship to travel on, essentially? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Upriver to the moon.
Up sea more so, because we're seaside, right?
Mm,
Would it be up a river?
It's not a river, is
Or-
it?
From our knowledge of the area,
Yeah.
is it up a river or up the seashore?
Yeah, so this one, actually, the river goes inland.
Oh, so it
And this
up
is
a
like a huge river. Essentially.
Amazonian style.
Yeah, like multiple, like,
You don't see the other side of the bank.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like you have to, if you're looking straight, you kind of have to turn yourself to be able to see straight that way, like it's anything on the side.
Yeah,
It's a pretty wide river.
Joke.
Yeah.
I'm not one for reading quite much. Professor Ramsey, are there any signs saying that anything for sale, any boats that we can commandeer?
Remember there was a submarine?
There was. Grinda? Grinda.
Green Dash. I know where your mind was going.
Yeah.
She did say to come back one day, and she might be able to.
We did help her. Someone was like attacking her.
Well, yes.
Thing.
She was holding on to part of the key to let us into the underground.
Right.
But I don't know if we'll be able to all cram into that little.
Contraption she had?
Yes, and
Yeah.
Not to.
it tends to go under
Under.
the water,
Oh.
whereas small enclosed space, not a huge fan.
Right.
But on top of the water, I think we could make good time on our ways to Silvery Moon. I think we're going to. I don't think we should purchase per se.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
Rent? Is that the word?
Yeah, well, we book passage. We find something that is heading northward up the river, and
Plus, we're like pretty tough, so like we could help protect the ship.
well, yes. Or I'm sure they'd want us to, lend aid and help where we could with the operations daily of the ship. But
I don't know anything about ships.
lots of things break on them, so you can fix lots of stuff.
I can fix stuff.
So there's always that. Yes, I think our best opportunity might be just ask around and see if there's anyone heading northward, delivering supplies perhaps, or anything along that. And if not, well then, we steal a boat.
Sure, plan B.
It can even be like D, E, or F, honestly. It's just
Wonderful.
I was just throwing that out there. It's more of a joke, but thinking about it, we could really use a scree for that. But no, yes, I don't think it's a very good idea, especially right now with all the commerce that seems to be happening.
Scree doesn't like getting wet either. Unless he's naked, I guess. Eon remembers that. Well, do you? Actually, maybe it's best you don't remember that. Oh no. Okay.
Yes, that wasn't a nightmare.
Yes, that did happen.
Oh,
The dolphins.
Yes, the dolphins.
The pink fey dolphins. Anyways.
Yes, well,
Okay.
should we begin walking about through and...
Taking
Actually-
a gander.
We should... The person who would know the most would probably be the Dark Master. They're kind of the controller of all that's been happening here, and will know who's going which, where, why, how, and when. So, I
Sure.
will start.
You walk kind of near, I will say, like the centralized building that operates as the Dockmaster's kind of headquarters, and you can see there is a lengthy line of people going in, and what looks to be outside building also waiting. And as you're kind of standing there, 30 seconds pass, and you see one of these people with kind of like kind of official clothing from the headmaster's dock ward walking up to one of these people on the side that's waiting and kind of walks them over, and they're holding like this kind of list of contracts, papers. You can see them kind of like walking over to a boat and then doing an inspection.
This might take a while.
Do you think our badges will help us cut the line?
I was thinking the exact same thing. Sola,
With the try, yeah.
do you have... Oh, never mind. This is a stupid question. Do you have your badge? Of course you
Well,
do.
of
You always
course I
to.
have my badge. I mean,
I'm wondering if... I know it may go against... or be some scrupulous towards you, but... we might need to budge the line here a little.
right. Well, I mean, we are on official Greyhound's business.
Yes.
After all, force grade business.
Of course.
So, you know, Zola will puff up her chest a little bit. We probably just can walk ahead and...
I'd say that individual right over there, he is the one we need to talk to.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yes. Everybody, follow me. And Zola will towards the
Sure,
side
yeah.
of the line and walk past people, kind of
Yeah.
like looking to the side, waiting for someone to
Yeah.
act.
Yeah, as you're walking along the side, some people are kind of like giving you the stink eye, and the closer you get to kind of the doorway in, the line gets visibly more agitated until a group of people at the front, one of them kind of like turns and like fully does a 90-degree turn towards you, Sola, and kind of goes, "Hey, where you think you're going, miss?
First
Don't
rate
come to-"
business!
Make an intimidation check.
Loving that energy.
11.
Hey!
Sorry, late. I know it's late, but can like Rhaenyra and I kind of step in behind her and just look at this guy and like,
I was gonna step in between. And
yeah, just like,
Sola obviously is very, very small and
Yeah.
not super intimidating.
Well, I don't know how big this
as
person is.
yeah,
It could be
but
the
still, it's just
size.
walking
but-
behind her and
Yeah, you see, like he's a brown-haired human man,
Human?
like
Okay.
late 20s. He's kind of a scruffy goatee.
His
He's
name is Chad.
kind of got these sunken eyes that kind of shows like not a lot of vegetables in his
iron deficiency.
no iron deficiency. He kind of looks at you, and goes, "Fucking prick," but he lets you through.
I've been called worse.
That worked.
I know you
course
are
it did.
so
He rolled
intimidating.
really
So
bad.
What important can do for you.
Yeah,
Now.
just like force of will, right?
you know what? One more time at the top of your lungs, and I'm gonna like lift Sola up in the air and just as loud as you can now.
Fourth grade business! First grade business!
You're walking into the building at this point. Everyone is just like, what the fuck?
I'll use the awkwardness and just keep walking past people while holding Sola up in the air.
And I'm using my armor to like make
Clean.
a flashing signal like a.
You guys
as if
just
we're-
invented the ambulance.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Like we're an emergency vehicle
Yeah.
going through the crowd.
Within a second, a kind of heavier set, elvish man, kind of looking like he's got this kind of loose white button up on as he kind of like walks quick pace over to you. Goes like, "What's all this then? Cheer down. Bend it on.
Put me down, please.
Sorry, Sola.
Thank you.
What are we doing here?
Official
Who are you?"
fourth grade business, as you can see.
He like takes a look in.
It's authentic.
That does not.
It's real, I promise.
Yes, it appears to be.
So this is perception check. Well, yes, we are here under orders of Force Grey. We are looking to book passage to head north up the river towards Silvery Moon.
All right.
It's somewhat of a time-sensitive issue that we need to be underway as soon as possible.
And you're looking for travel by the means of I
Boat.
can't. Okay.
Boat, yes,
I
please.
can't rent anything at the moment. I'm full, but
Is there anything that you know of that's heading that direction that we could possibly gain passage with them?
yeah, it'll be a sec. And he kind of like turns around and runs back into the building a little bit and through a doorway up a staircase. You hear him coming down about 5 minutes later, while everyone in the room is just staring daggers at all of you.
So while like these two are talking, I'm just like, they're just like staring back. Like all the
And Zola occasionally turns backward and says, Force Grey.
people. Yeah.
Force Grey.
The brown-haired man just goes, "Think you're so important, huh? We all got things to do. I've got lives.
Good. Keep talking.
Well,
Maybe I will."
while you're tending to those lives, we have extremely important business that needs to be conducted.
Behind him, a pair of like these kind of like dryads that have like all of these like intricate roots along their shoulders and wear these like leaf gowns. They kind of look. We all have important things. The forest outside into the east requires our presence to be fixed.
Okay. Wonderful. It'll just be a few more minutes with what's his name coming back with the information. Everybody will get through the line.
Does the river go that way? What if the dryads come with us?
What? The problem is, Solo, when you say yes to one of them, all of them will want to jump on board. And next thing you know, it slows our travel down. We need to be fast. Unfortunately, I feel for you. We are under similar business ourselves. We are off to aid Silvery Moon. With everything that has happened, they have a lead for us on trying to stop what happened here, there. I beg your forgiveness. This is a rude slight towards everyone here, actually. And when we come back, if you head to the Hag's house and mention that you've come across the sins and you were ever so gracious enough to let us cut in line, there will be drinks for you for the evening on the house.
I thought we would give them a 5% discount.
Shh!
Drinks on the house, are you sure?
One night.
There's a lot of people in here.
Oh no, I'm talking directly to them.
I know.
But
Everyone around them are also listening.
We won't be here to deal with it.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Why do I have advantage?
Tara's like worst bosses ever.
Yeah.
The cost of goods is like no.
Oh! They're not a dwarf, right?
No.
Balls.
Dryad.
Yeah, that's not horrid. 15.
All right. The room quells a little bit. The people that were more verbal have just kind of deflated into discontent and are just waiting in line. And within a couple minutes, I'd say the Dock Master comes back. He goes, okay, looking through Silvery Moon, you looking like to go tomorrow?
As soon as possible.
What about today? Today is soon.
Now.
Okay, now? All right.
Just as soon as
I don't know
possible.
if they'll take you, but I can send you in their direction. Alright. I got 3 boats that are heading to Silvery Moon, and they're looking for... And he kind of like looks around at you guys and goes, you're like the fighter types, right? A Force Grey, not like the healer types. Well, some of you are. Okay. That's good.
We
like a healer.
If you're asking if we can handle any awry business that shows up, yes, I can most definitely vouch for us.
Yeah, they're all 3 of them are looking for adventurers to
You could call us
help
that, I guess.
protection. So, all right. Okay. Well, first one I had is a ship called Lady Fred and Shay.
Sorry.
Fred and
Frad and Shay. Fred and Shay.
Phonetic spelling. Here we
yeah,
go.
I always do that.
I like that one.
Yeah, Fred and Shay. Which is captained by Lady Fred and Shay.
She named her boat after herself.
Wow, that's easy.
I suppose so. She came in a couple weeks ago and has been trying to get a crew together for her boat. It's a real nice boat.
It sounds nice.
2-story kind of thing. It's
That's like a yacht.
Pretentious, don't you think?
Yeah.
Is it a fast vessel?
Seemed like it.
Oh.
It's of the top quality. However, don't really see many people on it often.
Do you know what cargo they might be hauling?
Nope.
Wonderful. Okay.
It's, from my understanding, a pleasure recreational trip.
Oh.
To Silvery Moon.
It's a love boat.
If only Scree were here.
It's a river cruise? Awesome. We're the entertainment.
Yeah, if you can stomach the lady, go for it.
Oh, lovely.
Is she hard to get along with?
She's a bit particular, yeah. Heard a few deckhands go over to her and, well, I know they don't last very long. Apparently she's pretty, cracks the whip, you know.
I want to do it because I want to hear Josie's voice.
You said there was 2 more vessels.
Yes, there's also Princess of the Depths, captained by a man named Tusclerius Obrum.
Oh. That's cool.
They haven't been around for very long. Seems like they just recently acquired the ship and are doing some sort of traveling act where they go along the river, and I think they're going down to Tribor and up the Ag, and they might be going to, I think they're going to Silvery Moon as well.
Okay.
But it does say they're going to Silvery Moon first.
Well, and last but not least.
And that would be the Sea Hag's Lament, captained by Shadrock Skillet.
Hag's House. They are cards, right? Oh.
Shadrock Skillet.
Shadrock Skillet.
Sounds like a franchise to me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The name of the boat was Sea Hag's
Lament.
He means egg.
Maybe he makes egg. 'Cause his last
What does
name's
that
Silvery
boat specialize in?
Interesting.
Doesn't appear to be specialized in much. Seems to be a well-traveled vessel. A little bit in a slight state of disrepair. Guy seemed pretty, I don't know, not real sociable, but paid well, and he'll be on his way tomorrow.
And any of these vessels
Today.
have any armament to them?
He kind of looks and goes, Lady Fred and Shay for sure. Certainly does. Princess of the Depths, I haven't seen them hoist out anything, but it's possible. Probably not for Sea Hag's Lament.
Well then. Well, thank you very much for your time and.
Of course. I love gossiping. It's great.
I'll hand him like a little pouch with like 5 gold for your efforts, and please try to make sure these lovely folks here aren't too upset with us cutting ahead of everyone for the moment.
I goes, oh, no worries. Owner of the Hag's house, right?
Yes. Well, one of them.
I don't know. We'll be seeing you soon. And just like, you can see him kind of like wearing the bag. He goes,
Skeptical.
What's your deal?
just a small
My
amount
deal
of
is you're
gold.
gonna go spend that at Screezed or Dar's tables, and we'll get it back.
Alrighty. But yeah. So you got 3 ships in front of you. And as you kind of look, the way this one kind of looks, like Lady Franche is the most well prepared for combat with the fewest staff on board. So you guys will have to take on a lot of roles. The Princess of the Depths, you get as like kind of a musical troupe as they're entertainers, not sailors. So there's a lot of people there that can help with things, but they might not be able to help very well. And the Sea Hag's Lament is definitely, it's more of a inconspicuous boat. It definitely doesn't seem to move very. It's kind of like a short and quick kind of sailboat. Not a lot of people on it, but they all seem to be well experienced deckhands.
I guess it depends how much of a role we want
And
on the boat.
honestly, how quick we want to get there.
I would like to go on the water and then off the water as quickly as possible. So I would definitely suggest the fast boat.
Do you not know how to swim, Eon?
No.
Huh.
Nope. Sure don't.
It's intriguing. Anyone else here?
Well, we shouldn't need to swim if you're on the boat on top of the water.
One would think that, but
Yeah, I did.
Well, if Eon feels more comfortable in a more maybe formidable ship where we wouldn't have to swim. I mean, you and I could maybe easily carry her as well in that very small chance that would happen.
yes, no, it's.
We're not gonna think about it.
No, we're not.
I don't have time to study swimming before we get on the boat, so we're just not gonna think about it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind playing a bigger role if we needed to on a more formidable ship with Lady What's-Her-Face.
We're all capable people here.
And she sounds like a character, but nothing that I don't think at least you and I for sure couldn't handle.
Maybe we can go and meet her. Decide for
yes,
ourselves.
I think that sounds like maybe the best avenue here is
And it's the safest ship for Eon.
gauge fall, I'll say. And depending on the vibe we get from her, maybe we'll sign off there. And I think most of it is us trying to figure out how long it will take to get there.
This seems like the fastest ship, though, according to the dockmaster as well.
Well,
Is that correct? Did we understand things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fredenberry, whatever.
Frad and Shay would probably be the fastest.
fastest? Okay.
Well,
we got-
It's the best like ship.
Yeah, second fastest is actually kind of a toss up between the other two.
Oh, okay.
Because one ship is like much smaller and has experienced deckhands, so like
It'll run
you're
more
not. You're
efficiently.
yeah. It might actually be quicker than the other ship, depending on how efficient your rolls are.
Well, I'd imagine there's going to be some cost, and the larger vessel will probably be a higher, more significant. But
Yeah, true.
maybe it's best to just go and speak with the lady, Fred and Shay, and.
I'm not excited about the musical ship. I'm just gonna say that.
No, I'm yes, it's.
I'm glad we're all in agreement on that.
Sounds like fun, but I guess maybe if Ishif were still with us, she might have more interest.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, well, off to the lady Fred
Fred
and
and
Shay.
Shay.
So we say.
Sounds lovely. You guys make your way, actually not very far. And like the ships closest to the headmaster's quarters are kind of like the ones who have paid the most to like get there in line for the day.
First out.
Yeah, you see this ship, a magnificent vessel with its kind of like stairway dock down that you could like climb on board. You see along its side there's a symbol of a elvish woman with kind of light translucent skin and white hair kind of flowing in the breeze with like an ocean underneath her, and it's like this in this circle. And as you kind of like walk up to the ship, you can see standing right at the entrance, and there's this formidable looking knight, probably about 6'4", a tiefling with purple skin and one long horn coming out of his forehead. He carries on him this shield, and you see a spear along his back. On the shield, you can see a symbol. Can I get everybody to make a religion check?
Ah,
6.
he is a fiend, if I'm not.
This is not about a fiend, though,
Okay.
but it might be about. It's not about a celestial.
Fey, fiend, or undead, that's all I have.
Then
Yeah.
no.
That's fine. No, it's not.
So what?
Yep.
Ah,
I rolled a 2.
Hey!
1, 2.
10.
Oh,
Oh, dirty 20.
Ooh,
Yay!
12.
Someone knows
12.
something.
Yeah, that's zero. Wrestling at this point.
So I'd say, Elias,
Hey.
you would be the only one to notice that this is a older symbol of the god Tyr.
Okay.
It is a hammer with a scale on top of it. Tyr, of course, being kind of the goddess or god of kind of retributive justice in a sense, as well as like building up on other gods. There's a few that are on the good, make sure things go right scale, and Tyr is definitely one of them. Along with famous, I would say.
Oh.
So they're probably of
Drinking buddies.
yeah. They have different ways of going about their end goals and different boundaries of what they consider correct in pursuing justice, but they both have the end goal of protecting, right? So that's there. But yeah.
Rhaenyra, you might get along with him.
I don't really get along with anybody.
That's not true.
You're a god, and it looks like his, presumably, at least.
Maybe.
There.
Honestly, Sola is better at the talking or Ramsey than I am.
But you should leverage that, though. Get us on there.
I'm more of I like to intimidate people instead of making the small talk.
Hey.
You don't want to check in. How's your god?
Is that what people
Into
say?
any.
I don't know what to say. It's
I don't
shut up or...
necessarily believe in the gods altogether very much, but I am more than willing to see you go up and talk to
This
him.
is gonna be awkward. I could try.
You never know until you do.
Alright.
You can do it.
Ah!
Should I intimidate? That's all I know how
No,
to
no,
do.
no, 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 no.
I think you would respect it.
You might.
You know,
I don't know how to be polite like you do. I really don't.
you think I'm, wow.
Well, you're more than I am.
No, that's true.
Well, you were I was gonna like fight that guy in the line, and then you stepped in.
There's always a time to fight. It's just when.
I think he's looking at us.
He is, most definitely. But
Hey,
He definitely is.
Trust your gut, Rainier. You've got this.
good sir. Are you looking for services or help on this fine ship here?
I may. Who might you be?
Well, we're the Sins. Haven't you heard of us? Everybody's heard of us.
No, we are not from Waterdeep. My knowledge of new groups is poor.
Well, clearly. But we were informed by the Dark Master that you headed north, right? That's where we're going? To Silvery Moon, and that you may need some help on your crew. We're also from the Force Grey, if you can see the badges.
Aye.
And that lovely lady with her long white hair, I mean, matches mine too. So.
I just look at her. You're doing great.
Do I punch him now?
Sure.
What would your name be?
Well, my name is Rhaenyra, and this lovely crew here, I mean, he looks normal now, but you'll see him when he gets to work. This is Ramsey.
Ramsey.
And this little one hiding behind him, that's Eon. She's quite the artificer
She's actually.
and built quite a bit. She's bigger now, I guess, sorry. Yeah, still probably behind you, though. Yeah.
He takes out a little notepad and starts writing down.
And this little one here, this little charmer right here, this is Sola. She's one of our clerics, a good medical officer, if you've ever seen one before. Now that shirt right now, that just looks like a shirt, but it's in a...
We really have
Yeah.
to work on the inconspicuous
And
aspect.
the professor here, Professor Elias,
Yes.
probably one of the smartest people I've ever met.
And yet decided to join us.
Are we able to meet the lady of the boat?
He finishes writing down everyone's names. He goes, "Aye, follow me," and walks up.
You did it.
Do I take the axe out on that?
No, just
You did good. No.
As he turns, you can see like he's a hulking figure. Okay, like imagine like wide back. The parts that you can see of his skin are discolored white with scarring, and you can't see much. Every part of him is armored and covered in some way, but he doesn't move like he's addled by anything. He looks like he's a comfortable warrior.
Seen some shit.
As he's walking, he introduced himself. He goes, "I am Captain Hadrian."
I'm sorry, the Dark Master informed us that this ship was captained by the Lady Fradenshea.
Correct. I am the lady's knight, but also her co-captain.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense then. And sorry, your name was again?
Captain Hayden Shea.
Hayden Shea. Oh.
Hadrian.
Hadrian.
Okay.
You may call me Captain Hadrian, or Hadrian is fine.
Hadrian.
Okay.
Well, Captain, please lead on then.
He continues
Can I
walking.
just ask, how are we comparable in size then, would you say? Like me and him? We're not that like, I'm assuming I'm a bit smaller.
Maybe not by much,
Okay.
but
It's not about the size.
actually, I'd say
It's about the motion.
you guys are
We're
different.
going on the ocean.
Yeah.
You use different weapons. I think.
That's what I was gonna
actually,
ask, actually. Well, I was gonna...
Do you want to use your athletics to roll, like to see if like you know
Both of
like
Yeah,
what
like,
he's
like
good at?
flex off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is kind of like a niche way to
Yo,
use
twat.
athletics, but I will.
17.
17, yeah.
My favorite pen.
Yeah. As Hadrian walks, he, unlike you carry a large great axe. That's a two-handed weapon that requires a lot of strength to lift and to just swing with all your might. He has figure and strength, but he's also very nimble. You see he has a sphere, and the way his eyes move, he seems to be a very
Like more like ninja.
investigative, or kind of like a very knowledgeable fighter. I would say experienced. Yeah.
I noticed your scars there, Captain. I've got one recently too. I'm pointing out like my eye. This lovely one over here, she fixed it now, but there was nothing there before. This is my idea of small talk.
I lean down to Eon. Is it me? Or was Rhaenyra flirting with him?
We are at the ladies' room.
Secret knocks.
You see the door opening as a very, very, I don't know how to describe this in the sense of the door kind of opens, but there's no one there.
Like no one opened the door.
Yeah, no one opens the door. And you just see further in the room a small table with one seat on the other side of you, and a woman sitting in it. A high elf with this like fair translucent skin, this well-defined jaw, and an assortment of jewelry on her ears that kind of dangle in peace, and this kind of gold and silver around her neck. She looks at you all as Captain Hadrian goes, "My lady, these are the sins. Rhaenyra, Ramsay, Eon, Sola, and Elias." And he just kind of steps back and then slowly closes the door, leaving you alone with the lady, as her eyes just quickly, top to bottom, on each one of you.
Can I use my hearing and just try and pick up on her heartbeat and seeing if, like, she looks calm, but, like, is this, you know, I know she's watching us intently and trying to, like, basically I want to try and gain as much info of her current state through either smell or sound that,
Okay, all right.
you know, like,
Make a
just trying
perception.
to, as she's vibing us out,
Sure.
that is 20 natural, or dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Not quite enough.
Okay.
That's telling.
She is calm, and her heartbeat is very quiet. Hearable to you only when everything in the ship stops creaking.
Yeah.
She goes, "So, I hear the 5 of you are looking for work."
Well, not as much in the way of work as we have pressing matters that we need to be attending to in Silvery Moon, and we heard tell that you were heading in that direction. We'd be offering our services if we'd be allowed to join you to travel that way.
And pray tell, what services may that include?
Well, we have, as stated before, an amazing medic, a touched, gifted individual of Lithotyda. We have a master tinkerer who can fix and improve almost anything. We have one of the most intelligent people in Waterdeep aboard this. I was speaking of Rhaenyra, but no, okay. As well, we have the ability to very handily defend ourselves and any of your interests aboard. So, in turn, we would offer our services for passage to Silvery Moon, if you'd be so inclined.
A passage for safe travel, is that your deal?
Well, we would aid in whatever possible way, but yes, that's ideally what we might like to work towards.
You see her kind of like taking a second. Make a persuasion check.
17.
There are many tasks aboard this ship that require responsibility, guts. I don't need a crew that can't listen. So, do you believe you can listen?
Yes, I believe we have followed
Yes,
orders.
my
Yes,
lady.
ma'am. Yes, my lady. We have followed orders in the past from such as the Blackstaff, and I believe we can be of assistance to each other here. So whatever it is my lady needs, we will aid you to the best of our abilities.
Whatever I need.
I'm suddenly regretting that statement. But yes, whatever you need, we will aid you to the best of our abilities.
As it should be. Well, this one speaks well. The rest of you, not as much. You will work with me. The rest with co-captain Hadrian.
Not again.
You must sweep the poop deck, wash everything in here. Ensure all of our sails are ready for our leave tomorrow, and any other problem that Captain Hadrian requires of you. Is that made clear?
Well, no, honestly. I mean, we are quite well endowed individuals, I would all say, to have us just sweeping the poop deck and readying the sails. Oh, I mean, we are all quite... I think any ship would be grateful to have us.
These are the jobs available. If you're not looking to do them, then I will find another.
You'll find another, really, with your limited crew at the moment.
How long have you been at dock, lady?
I don't see why that matters.
Please. Forgive my friend's brashness. It's not a lifestyle they're very well accustomed to. They're an educated person. They've spent their lives in the stacks and books, and are not commonly used to manual labor as you have suggested here.
You speak a lot for me right now, Ramsey. I am well acquainted with the dregs of early academia, and it's not quite a nice life. No, I think that we deserve a little bit better, don't you think?
I mean, Elias brings up a good point. This should be as much a partnership as anything. Lady, what skills do you bring to
The boat.
And that's it.
I think that's more than enough, don't you? Considering you need a boat, correct?
Well,
We had other options,
there
actually.
are other options.
I'm sure you'll find a boat as grand as mine, just sitting somewhere in the dock. This is my offer. Speak to your group and see if they can be reasoned with.
Yes. Please allow us a brief moment, and I will talk to my colleagues. And
The door opens up behind you, and you see Hadrian kind of like, follow me. And he brings you kind of into a quarters area where there's like a bunk bed set up, but it's kind of separate, and just kind of closes the door gently in behind you.
I tried to stay my tongue, but she seems quite insufferable.
Yes, she is, but she has the fastest and safest mode of transportation. Sometimes you have to eat a little shit and get used to the flavor in order to get to a better end.
Well, easy for him to say because he's her personal assistant.
That doesn't always bring the perks you might think.
Actually, I worry for you.
Last time I was someone's personal assistant, I woke up with a hangover, blacked out memory, and a tattoo.
It happened again.
Can I do an insight? What do I feel like she wanted from Ramsey specifically?
Go right ahead, yeah. Yeah, make an insight check.
Why always me?
It is a pleasure.
You're nobility,
Oh, shit, I
you're
forgot.
ripped, you're confident,
not
you're
ripped.
charismatic. Sure you are.
25.
25!
Wow.
I'm a sex slave.
We could not do that.
I'm hoping for no.
So,
Just not put Ramsey in that situation.
as you're walking to this kind of quarters area, Sola, the feeling around this boat is very wealthy. And there is definitely like not like a feeling of earned wealth here. This is inherited wealth.
My people.
Yeah, this is nobility of some kind. You're not sure. So she seems to be interested in Ramsey as kind of a well-spoken person who wears his family crest. So.
Oh yeah, that thing. I'm guessing you relay all that.
Yeah. I think she's only interested in your nobility. Maybe she's looking to make another family connection in the city or something. Which I suppose in and of itself isn't like a bad thing. But
No, it's not like we haven't exploited that aspect before. You can always dangle that carrot.
I'm not opposed to doing a little bit of work around the boat.
Yes.
I've never been on a boat before, so I have no idea what to do. But
Most of the time, it's exactly what she said. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. It's a lot of cleaning and a lot of waiting.
Well, and how long is this trip again?
Several days at least, I believe.
This trip, just for ease of this, would be 9 days on Lady's ship here.
gotcha. So 9 days, that's still quite a journey, and that's the
It is.
fastest available as well, so.
Correct.
There's a lot of time to be spending with someone with such
She's a little insufferable.
a little insufferable.
I don't think I'll be spending so much time with her, to be honest.
No.
I suppose we would be spending more time with Hadrian and
Ramses with the ladyship.
The only reason I believe there's any kind of special treatment is that Sola said she's just looking for an angle to get into business with my family. And I don't know how many times more we can press that angle, but I'm willing to if it causes grief to my father. I'll promise everything I can to someone if it will piss him off, actually.
Do you think she'll pay us for this?
No.
Okay.
I won't even lie on that fact. We are lucky to get passage, I believe, from what I've seen and of other passengers on here. This is a very well-to-do type of ship where there's a lot of money here. And I believe she likes to keep as much of it in her pocket as she can.
Well, Ramsey, perhaps you can leverage your family's status with her so that we are at least not free labor in her eyes.
Yes. Well, tis an option. I might have to stretch the truth slightly with her, but I have a sneaking suspicion none of you will mind that very much.
I think you do that on the regular.
I just assumed it was implied.
I can't argue either of those points, really. You're pretty much nail on the head. Well, it's worth a shot. If not, then we move on to other travel avenues. Be it boat, or we have a horse, and we don't. Do we still have any of the fun liquids from the spa?
I don't know. No,
I don't
think
believe so anymore.
Balls.
They were on my person.
They poofed. Okay.
I was not a person.
All right, well,
Okay, off we go. Yes, good, Captain. Is it possible that I speak to your lady once more? I had a conversation with my compatriots here, and I believe we've come to an understanding.
Are you joining our crew?
Well, that is the intent, but we'd like to iron out a few of the contractual hiccups that we currently are sitting at.
Good luck. He
Thank you.
opens the door and kind of leads you back in to the room with Lady Fradenshay. So, you were able to come to an agreement?
Yes, and it's funny because it wasn't the agreement that we originally thought of. I've noticed that there's a certain clientele aboard this ship. And they tend to travel in the same circles as myself and my family. Now, I'd like to offer you a possible business proposition. My family deals in the acquisition of certain unique and rare magical components, artifacts, and trinkets, shall we say. And we are always looking for the ability to expand our reach and our clientele, and a fine vessel such as this would give us an avenue like that. Now, I'd be willing to make some introductions to my father and maybe several other people in the council that could possibly financially give you a windfall of sorts for passage to Silvery Moon.
Did anyone else follow Ramsey in? Sorry, should have mentioned this before.
I
but-
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, we probably
I
all
feel-
did, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, maybe I didn't properly introduce myself before. My name is Ramsey Fyland, from House Fyland.
I'll be honest. Not so much interested in your connections. Just what your blood, sweat, and muscles can accomplish for me on this 9-day trip.
Well then, friends,
Well,
I'll
that
leave it
settles
to
it
you.
for me.
Well, I'm willing to go to work in the name of a fast and steady travel. How about the rest of you?
Eon, do you feel safe on here?
Would you feel safe on any boat? Figured.
Captain Hadrian's just like,
Approval.
smart. Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry. I know you are looking for payment in sweat equity, but I think you are missing a great opportunity with some of the types of individuals you have on board here.
No more negotiating. I've made my peace with this. Either you are part of my crew for what I need you for, or continue on your way. Stop wasting my time. If we're going to be partners, then let's do this.
Yes.
I was gonna say I'm ready to go, but that doesn't seem to be the consensus here.
Oh, rather work maybe someone like her than on a musical boat, but
Perhaps Elias can lend navigational skills. You feel like you could work the compass and
Translation.
Have
whatnot.
lady, have you made passage to Silvery Moon?
Of course.
Okay.
A trip I have often taken.
Are you from Silvery Moon?
At one point.
I'm from Silvery Moon as well. I've made the passage myself. And I can't assume that any of your other crew perhaps knows the way as well. And it's always useful to have a helping hand with navigation, wouldn't you think?
Of course. If you would like to be the navigator, you are more than welcome to take on that role.
Well, that sounds a bit nicer, doesn't it?
Like I said, there are many things I need. You are free to disperse the jobs amongst yourself.
Well then, I believe it's settled.
Lovely. Captain Hadrian, show the crew to the quarters. He kind of looks and nods at her, and he kind of motions for you to follow him. As she begins to write on a ledger in front of her.
Well, I'm excited to see what this is going to bring.
Worst case scenario, it's 9 days.
9 days.
Oh my god, we're never getting off this boat. 9 days in game.
This is the next year of our lives.
Welcome to 2025, folks.
You guys are led to a kind of squished quarters with six bunk beds inside. Just enough for you to pack all of your gear and items in the one remaining bed. And as the night kind of continues, depending on what you choose to do, you can go say goodbye to the hag's house or just send a message, whatever it may be. But you do see more people getting onto the ship. Not as crew, not as friends of the lady, but as passengers. Many of them paying a hefty penny to board upon the ship, as you see Captain Hadrian kind of taking this large sack of jingling jangles with him. You assume coinage, as he walks past your area and down to his room, which is kind of the last one at the quarter. But
so I imagine maybe you're like reading or you're writing. So
Probably.
So I'm gonna come up to Doctor.
Rhaenyra.
I guess I haven't shared this pod with you, but in spite of the fact that I have a royal background, I was actually raised just in a very humble farm outside of the royal family. So I'm not quite as well versed as you and Ramsay in this kind of world. What is a pleasure boat?
Oh, I don't think you need to be well versed in any sort of nobility to know about that.
What happens on this boat, and why are there so many people with a lot of money?
I roll over in the bucket and I'm asleep.
What are we on?
Ramsey, I'm gonna like throw something at Ramsey. Ramsey, what is a pleasure boat?
I don't ask for help often. I need some help.
Well,
This.
it's a. There's different types of.
Pleasure like eating candy and cake.
I suppose it could be.
Sure. Yes. I'm sure there is.
know.
There's
Sun
other
tanning.
ones. Yes.
tanning is
Yes.
enjoyable.
That's possible option.
Enjoyable. You're just promoting cancer in your skin cells.
Odd way to think of it, but.
Have you been on one before?
There's other things you can do here where
Dog.
there's gambling.
Literally.
You know, I find that offensive.
Well,
But-
that won't stop me, unfortunately.
I wouldn't think it would. There's gambling sometimes where you can enjoy yourself that
Sounds like
way.
fun, Silver.
Gambling.
Some of the other ones are... No, you are not allowed to gamble anymore, so though.
But I'm so good at it.
You're good at it when it's other people's money.
So gambling, eating
Yes.
cake,
Yes.
sun tanning.
Yep. Just if someone asks if you would like to come to any kind of a private party, I would probably say no.
Why?
Ignorance is bliss. Let's leave it at that.
No private parties, Sola. That's what Ramsey said.
Yes, no.
I'll keep that in mind.
No.
We were specific about our role on the ship, weren't we?
Nope.
Well, she just said we had to do what we were told, essentially.
That's kind of...
And do as you're told you do. For the next 3 days after we're gonna do a little time lapse here. We're gonna keep it going. But over the next 3 days, you all, minus Ramsey, are worked pretty hard to the bone. Not even in just the realm of like it being physical labor, but it's starting to get kind of cold outside. It's starting to get almost wintry. On a few days, you even see the precipitation in the sky as it turns into rain. Sometimes you see a what could be a snowflake for half a second, but never sticks around long enough. Eon, Sola, Elias, and not Elias actually, and Rhaenyra. Can the three of you make Constitution saves?
Oh boy.
Would they get +3s?
Elias, can you make a... What should I make navigating? Let's do... Maybe perception?
Survival.
Okay, Eon, what did you get there?
21.
21, nice, Sola.
27. 27.
Holy...
25.
Yeah,
Pretty hard.
none of you, this is, Hadrian actually is impressed with how well you guys follow, maybe not follow his instructions, but attempt to and put in the effort to ensure the ship is running. And it is a hard task. The crew here, not enough to kind of keep the whole ship running. So you are busy from sun up to sundown. Elias.
Got an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
An 11.
You go the wrong way.
We're doing donuts in the river.
That is the right way.
We just keep turning left.
Yeah. There's a few moments where you hear the sound of hitting on a rock or two along the bottom, and you just kind of go into deeper water.
Slacking.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't that hard.
Ramsey, your knowledge is put to use throughout all of this. She's not interested in your connections. She's not interested in your family.
Yeah.
Just everything you know about creatures. And she seems to be absorbing that information, writing it down, taking notes.
I find it... Not that I'm minding much of my current role aboard the ship, but I'm finding it odd, Captain. why you would want to know about all these types of creatures. It doesn't seem that it would really, at least a good portion of them, affect your current business, unless you plan on branching out.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
I only ask because over the past several days here, I've gotten to know you somewhat, and the reputation that is given about you isn't nearly as accurate as I think you really are as a person. I find they call you boorish and beyond stubborn. Your word is clad in iron towards your crew, but something about you. You're looking for a way out, to improve, to almost bring those with you. I just find it very odd. You seem to be doing quite well here. You have an established reputation. You are certainly not lacking for clientele. Why the sudden interest?
I'm afraid that information is not something I'm privy to give out, especially to a crew member I've known for 3 days.
I completely understand. I would warn you, though, and I mean this as no threat, but as a pure warning. You do not want to cross other members of my family.
Trust me, I have bigger fish to fry.
Well enough then. So where did we leave off? I think it was at the Carrion Crawler, was it?
Yes, and whatever creature that you saw within those sewers, yes.
Oh,
You continue in the conversation,
I
but
was flipping through my book.
on the beginning of the 3rd day, I'll say, you are all kind of taking a second during lunch, enjoying a little moment of rest and reprieve in the middle of the day. It is currently...
I knew.
It is currently very windy, rainy. There's a mist kind of in the general vicinity of the river here that puts visibility down pretty hard. And while you are all kind of hanging out in this moment, I'll say Sola, with the highest passive perception, would notice a faint blue light off in the distance. Off the starboard. Starboard. The side.
That way.
That one.
Left or
Start
right?
with the side.
Starboard is right.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
sorry.
I watch Below Deck a lot.
Oh, I see. I will not be using the terminology. But, aww. Yeah.
Do they call it starboard because you can see stars off of it?
No.
You can see stars off all the ports.
Oh, well then what's that star doing?
Is that That seems rather... How high in the sky is it?
It's not very high. It's actually closer to water level. It seems to be kind of almost maybe a foot or two above the water, where the water would be.
It's like, does it seem far away or
I'd say it's within 60 feet.
of the boat?
Well,
Yeah, of the boat.
that's actually pretty close for a boat.
Sola, I don't think that's a star.
It's blinking as the ship is moving. It's kind of following along on the side there, blinking.
Is that a distress signal?
It looks like my old eye.
Should I shoot it?
Does it have any pattern to it?
Make a... Whoever wants to take a look can make a perception check. Ramsey.
7.
Oop. Eon.
It's foggy.
I didn't roll.
No, you didn't?
No.
Fair enough.
Not
So
perception.
just
I'm not either.
18.
18?
That's Eon looking.
19.
Oh, there we go.
I'll say for this one, with the 18 there, you notice, Sola, that it's a pattern, this blue kind of pattern. Almost like multiple raindrops in small runic form.
Like a runic symbol.
Correct. And with that 18, this also give you what it's attached to. A rock jutting out of this side of the river. And it seems that there is this blinking light attached to it. Elias, with a 19, notices the exact same thing on the other side.
Both sides of the ship.
As you're coming, the ship is going forward. It's kind of like the lights are getting... that kind of thing.
We should point this out. Is Elias currently steering the ship?
Yes,
still?
he is.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't want to assume the worst, but that...
Maybe we...
Tell the captains.
Yeah, Solo will message over to the captain with my message.
Yeah.
Captain, there's something strange on the outside of the ship, starboard and port. Could you please come and take a look? Are you available?
Within a couple seconds, there's no response, but the door to the bottom decks open up as Hadrian kind of reaches down and lifts the lady up onto the ship decks as they're both kind of walking towards you and like looking. Hadrian just goes, "What have you noticed? Is there a concern? Are we in danger?"
There's just some strange lights over there. And Elias, you saw some on the other side as well.
Yes, on either sides of the ship. I don't want to assume, but it feels like some work of magic.
Aside from just lifting things, which has been fantastic for the last 3 days, thank you very much for that job. I do have a flying device that the professor and I maybe could fly a little bit closer to maybe assess what it is.
If you can get more information, that's a good idea. We should probably stop the ship.
Yes.
He calls.
Yes. I know
for
how to
that.
drop the anchor. Yes.
Yeah, they drop the anchor immediately.
Learn that. Just throw it over.
There's some guy whose leg is attached to it. Goes,
It'll help.
Sorry, Professor. I'm still kind of new at this, but as you've seen at night, I do practice around the hag's house while everybody else is sleeping.
I've noticed. Yes,
So-
keeping your skills
Yeah, and
sharp.
with Eon's new eye, I can see a lot better. So,
Well, I'm
I
sure
don't
that
have
will
the
come in
great
handy
skill.
with whatever this is.
right or left first?
I like right.
Right. Let's go right first.
Yes.
Left.
Okay.
No, I said right.
okay, so
We're
you're
gonna fly
right.
over.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hop on your broomstick and you fly right over to this room. You kind of
You're in bed.
separate the mist as you're flying
The
through.
brace over?
Kind of-
Right up to it.
and you get right up to this ruin attached to this rock. Now you notice it's not actually a rock, but a piece of ice that is formed like a pillar out of the water.
Well, that seems odd.
So it's this whole pillar of ice that's been following
Yeah.
along. Okay.
Some sort of magical creation. The glyph on it, I don't know if you would recognize, but it is magical in nature.
Her, like, way more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not something that we
I
recognize
recognize
either of us.
Yeah, I mean, are you both on it?
Yeah.
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 Oh,
I
okay, I
took
misunderstood.
Eliza
Yeah.
with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's why I took them with me.
I understand. My bad.
I'll be like, there is ice.
It's a goat going into a house.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funky. It's an 18.
Okay, 18. Okay, an 18. This ruin is of the evocation nature. With these symbols, you're not... Actually, you probably would recognize it, as there's a little bit of dust on the top of this icicle. And this is a glyph with a spell stored within inside it. And as you're piecing this together, your eyes dart to the ship, where above you can see now unnaturally dark clouds forming above. What do you do?
A storm's coming, Doctor. What do you want to do?
Can I try and cast spell magic on this rune?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay. I do that.
Yeah.
Does anything happen? Does it remain?
Well,
Or-
what level do you cast it at?
Oh, I don't think Dispel Net.
It does not cast.
It does
It
not
does not cast. So
It's
what
just,
level is it?
level 2.
Okay, I should just look that up real quick then.
I have the description. I can.
Nice.
I don't have that anywhere.
You can upcast.
Oh, it's 3rd level. Sorry.
And does it give you?
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait.
You can
so
use a higher level spell slot.
automatically ends the effects of a spell on target.
You
plus
silly
levels
guys.
Equal to or less
I
than
know
the
I
level
will.
of. You are so. I should just trust DM Josie. Okay. I will do this at 5th level.
Ooh, yeah. 5th level. The glyph disappears
Yeah.
on this side.
What?
Rainier, take us over to the other side.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say.
And you see actually some of the clouds above starting to just dissipate.
Okay.
I have a feeling that someone is trying to sabotage our
I'm gonna like up
voyage.
and then like down, like right to the next one.
Alright.
Does this one look the same?
The other
5
one.
seconds after that happens, you hear a sound booming out of the mist.
That can't be good.
We're on the deck.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
What was that?
And you all hear the sound of many creatures in the waters below you, swimming. This fervorous splashing of water as you hear of some things climbing the side of the boat. Can I get everyone to roll initiative?
Yippee! That's crazy.
Boy.
Oh, that's not. Could have used that helmet thing.
Should I pull it up?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Hey.
We got a map, we got a map.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
This is neat.
Yeah.
It's like a real boat. That's crazy.
This is fun. All right.
Animated? Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
Holy
cool.
shit.
Yeah,
Is it? Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that cool?
So
Maps
fun.
thanks to Map Guffin.
Yeah.
Find him at patreon.com/mapguffin.
Holy
And
shit.
YouTube.
Patreon.
And on YouTube.
And on YouTube. Wow.
So this is what the guys look like. This is the most accurate mini. These are sanguines.
Yay.
Sanguines. There's this guy with the trident, who seems to be a big baddie. These guys, who I'm gonna put later. But can we get everybody on the
So
board?
we're still above.
Yeah, we are.
But we went to the left side, so if we're facing this way,
Yeah.
we're
Maybe, like,
here.
around
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're like together.
Place your minis on the board.
I think we would have been more up towards this side of the
Like
boat.
looking
with-
towards
Well,
the-
and like
like,
seeing
yeah.
where you're going. So
And we would probably be near each other.
Yeah.
I'll say that I'm there.
Yeah, we would have all been. So I'm kind of.
Okay. That's everyone, right? So, yeah, you see this large, sanguine, this fish creature, that goes, and you hear in response all around you. And you see two of these guys pop up with large blades around their sides and shields.
cool.
They're gonna pop up there.
Cool.
There's also some more.
I'm so unprepared. I'm not used to having Eon.
The side where the glyphs were
Your...
are two that are gonna pop out of the water.
Onto like the ice things.
They're just swimming.
Oh, swimming. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can just swim.
Just wanted to
We
remember.
have high ground now.
Yeah.
We have the high ground.
I shall keep you safe.
Gosh, my own personal protector.
Wow.
And then you also see in the water here, there's a whole bunch of these tiny little fish guys that are going to
Holy shit.
a few of
Only a
few
couple,
of them are going to run up onto the area.
They can breathe out of the water.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So we can't.
Yeah, and I was like, that's like an alligator or something. You know, like it's a prehistoric kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
And they're speaking this primordial tongue that's more kind of less language and more sounds in a funny way. But
So, question.
yes,
Is our captain present as well?
They went up to the with us
Right,
because
but
I was like, hey, I'm gonna go fly.
however, you guys, as soon as they heard the Captain Hadrian grabbed the lady and took her inside, nodding to all of you, making eye contact and just shutting do your job is the message there.
We gotta get a pay raise after this.
So
0 to something.
let's do that.
Ah, damn it.
So 20 to 25. 15 to 20. Sola.
19.
19 for Sola.
Also 19.
19 for Eon. You guys want to roll off?
Yeah.
Well,
It's cocked. 16.
All right, so Sola goes first. All right, 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
I got. You go first.
6.
Me too.
Roll off. Double
What the heck?
roll off.
I know, like
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I got 11.
17.
Okay.
Okay, so Ramsey, and then Rhaenyra.
What'd you
Elias,
get?
what'd you get?
4.
Ah,
Well done.
Yeah.
very
It's
good.
better if we're all at the end then.
Yeah, we're like
it's-
close together. That makes
Yeah.
sense too. Yeah.
It works out.
Just gotta survive the initial onslaught.
Yep.
Okay. So, at the top of the round, you all watch as these fish creatures all pop up. These two with the gigantic swords and shields near the front. All of these tiny guys who you can see have all kinds of like bone jewelry, and like they have like piercings through their nose that have like these long kind of like octopus like tentacles through them, and they have like just sunken in and almost black eyes as they kind of look up to you. A few of them, their hands twitching with magic. The one at the back with the Triton, and you see all of them in return. And there's just this kind of like frenziness going on as they're all boom, 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 and they're going to attack. Anyway, top of the round is Sola.
Woohoo! So just clarifying off the bat, there are squares on the map. Are we saying that's 5 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Then.
The ship might not totally be to scale, but it works for these purposes.
Well, we're gonna call it that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Ooh. All right. Just gauging some sizes here. So if I have a spell that does 10-foot radius,
Yep.
I could probably either get like
10-foot radius is big.
yeah.
That's 10 feet from the center of the circle all the way around.
Yeah, totally. And so, that looks like, I mean, if we, I don't know if this is the exact same size as the squares on the map, though.
Just do
That'll
like
be
2
close.
squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
2 squares
Make a
from
point,
wherever
2
you're
squares
giving
out.
it.
So, anyway, I think then this guy looks like he's probably just on the outside of that, and so is this guy. But if I was, we're gonna call it, because I want to hit some of these. Are these all like the same creature?
Yep.
Does it
Just
look
mini
like
guys with
Yeah.
the
Okay.
bone jewelry. What are you
Cool.
What are you thinking of doing?
So I'm gonna do a flame strike.
Holy shit!
At level 5, fifth level,
Hell
because
yeah.
I've wanted to try out flame strike for a while.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Let's go.
And so anyway, question, however,
Yeah.
before I do that,
Yeah.
knowing magic as I do,
Yeah, sure.
and we are on a wooden
I
boat.
was just gonna say. I was
Would a flame strike cause fire at its landing point?
You have never used
I've
Flame
never used
Strike.
Flame Strike. I'm not going to do flame strike this time. I'm going to cast banishment
Okay, alright.
on
Nice.
these 2 guys right here.
Oh, son of a bitch.
At 5th level instead.
That's
which means
Oh, boy.
they each need to make a charisma 18
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Wow.
save.
Okay. Charisma 18, you say?
Yeah.
That's high.
First one's a 12. Second one's a natural 1. Both of them. And then disappear.
Yeah.
If you guys want to move them off the battlefield, please. For now.
Should we maybe put a marker where they were?
Yeah, please. That'd be great. Some dice.
Because I think that one was like here and the other one was here.
Yep.
Okay.
Works for
So
me.
those are Sola's banished targets.
Nice.
No bonus action. And for movement, then, boy, Sola will still then try to move ahead of Eon. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to there. Prepping to use some Constitution saving throws. Or concentration saving throws. Okay, that'll be it.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. So after your turn, Sola, next up is Eon.
So, do they all appear to have some kind of magic, or just some of them?
A lot of them, yeah. All of them, I'd say.
Sola, you're there now.
She's in the way.
Well, just trying to protect you.
Remember also, you're up here. So let's down here.
Sure, I'm easy to
Yeah.
Hold on.
What's it gonna be, Eon?
I know. Okay, I am. So, Eon reaches into her pocket, grabs out her metal shards, and she's going to chuck them right here, casting Shatter.
Nice.
So, it's 10, so I feel like 5, 10. I want to get like these guys. So if I put it like right here, I should
10
be able
foot
to get
radius?
those, yeah, I should be able to get those 4 and him.
Okay, so 5 of them total.
Is that you?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And it's a Constitution save.
Okay. Constitution saves on all of them. What's the number to hit?
17.
Okay, 2 fails. Actually, 17?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 successes, 3 failures.
Okay.
Sweet.
Failures take 10 points of thunder damage.
Nice.
Successes take 5.
Okay.
Don't the failures get pushed too?
And on Shatter... No, Shatter they don't. You're thinking Thunder,
Wave.
which is what I was going to do, but I would have hurt.
Can't be hurting Sola.
Can't be hurting Sola.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna... Oh, and I'm in there. Yeah.
You throw out your metal shards and you see as all of them light up with this magical red energy and fly into the ground here, these floorboards, and then shatter around into all the legs of these creatures. Just
Sweet.
not having a good time.
I should have narrated real quick how banishment happens too, because I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
But basically, just like the it's almost like the light shifts and they kind of like their forms like waver in midair.
Nice.
And suddenly they just kind of disappear in like a little like cascade of light. Yeah.
Nice. Sick.
You wrapped it out of reality.
Exactly. Exactly.
Next up is going to be the 2 green hags I have on the board there on the side. These ones are, you can see these fish-like priests. They have these long kind of green, like weedy hair. And the one closest to you, Sola, this is, yeah, what they do. You can see her holding onto her amulet, reciting this like painful to hear language. You don't know what it is, but it's hurting your ears, and you feel the magic from the words beginning to activate. Can you make a charisma saving throw?
Oh, charisma.
You finally found Sola's weakness.
Not necessarily. So not a good roll though. That's a 13.
Okay.
If it's a failure, I can choose to use my thing. Divine gods.
War gods.
Was it
Blessed by the gods.
favor
Yeah.
of the gods?
Favor the gods. If I fail, I can choose to use it.
Word. Yeah, that would be a fail.
Okay, I am going to use it. Which it adds another 3, so that's 16.
Okay.
Not amazing roll.
16 is a success.
Hey! Take it.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna use her movement in the ocean to swim right up to closest there is gonna swim right up to Rhaenyra and Elias.
We're above.
How tall? Like
Where the rune is.
okay, the rune was right above the water, right? Like it wasn't high.
Okay,
up,
okay,
so it was
yeah.
just
Then I guess we're right
attached to
there.
that
Yeah, okay.
pillar.
Yeah, okay.
She would have been coming up. You would see her, but that's right. The other one on the other side is going to.
No way.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. That one is going to begin casting a spell, and it's going to hit. That's Ramsey, right? Ramsey, Elias, and Sola. It's going to hit.
So it's thing.
Elias is with me.
Oh, sorry.
Eon.
That's Eon. Sorry.
Its thing that it did to me was not its action, or
This is the other one. Sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. The one on the right.
Is doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
This one's cast.
Okay, got it.
That one casted
This
the
one's
spell that Sola succeeded on. It is
Oh,
now
and
this
that
one's
one
turn.
is
Okay, okay, sorry.
No, sorry, my bad. Okay. That one is just going to use what it knows it can do, which is a spell. So, yeah, can I get Eon, Sola, and Ramsey? These would be... There we go. Can I get the three of you to make me a dexterity saving throw as you see a bunch of freezing rain coming from this dark cloud down on you as Ice Storm is being cast.
It looks like we just talked about dex saving
Oh,
throws.
shit. Inspiration.
Oh,
Ramsey?
13.
Succeed. Eon?
13.
Just fails.
18.
18? Succeeds. Okay.
Heck of an inspiration.
Nice.
Natural one originally.
Oh.
Yikes.
Okay. So... Eon, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Everyone else takes 4. Eon also take 13 points of cold damage. Everyone else takes 6 points of cold damage.
Okay.
So 10 in total.
And I make 2 con.
This would be
saves.
This would just be 1 con save with a 10 DC.
Okay, which I make
Automatic.
Yes.
Yeah.
automatically, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you actually fail one?
Not that one.
Not
Yeah.
not that one. No. Okay. Sweet. So that's going to be the end of her turn, and then she's going to sink herself down into the water, very very deep, not becoming visible
Okay.
anymore.
Goodbye.
Rude.
Sweet. All right. After her turn is all of these little warlocks, these little men, these little guys. So they. Let's see. Where are they all gonna go? Yeah, they're all gonna start moving. This one's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Sola, can you make an athletics check? Or acrobatics. Whatever's
The
higher.
athletics. 12.
12. The warlock here is rolling a 19. You are currently grappled by the creature. Alright, so the next one is going to move up close up to Sola. That would be that one. Yep. And you can see him reaching out this sword that at the hilt has nothing attached to it, but you see coming out this watery blade that flows with it until it slashes down on you, turning physical. First he's going to do that. 17 I think is going to miss. And his bite is also going to miss. That's okay. He just bounces off your shield. Do not like that. Okay. The next one, I'm going to say closest to Ramsey there. That one is going to use its full movement to get as close to me as it can.
That's 30 feet.
That's 30 feet? Perfect. That's perfect. It's going to cast a spell. It's going to cast... you guys see out of it this long, like, octopus-like tendril out of its nose turns black. Almost like it's withering. As out of it, these tentacles lash out. Can I get Ramsey, Eon, and Sola to make a strength saving throw? Dirty 20. Nice.
22.
Perfect.
12.
12. 12 is a failure. Ramsey, you take 12 points of necrotic damage, and you can't take reactions until your next turn. The other two take 6 points of necrotic damage. Next up, the ones, all 5 of those ones there. And Solo, can you make a concentration check?
Yeah. It's still it's 15.
A 15? Okay. Yep, you're good. So, all of these other warlocks here saw the magic that you used to kind of get their blade masters out. All of them are going to be focusing on you here. They had pretty good round of sight.
Right.
And they are going to. Yeah, there's a few things. Okay. Can you make the next one next to Kenzie there? Closest there is going to use its movement to run towards me.
What is it?
30. And it's going to then cast a spell onto Sola. You can see it like focusing out and reaching out. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
22.
Oh yeah, you're good. You guys see what looks to be like this dark piece of like jewelry, this headband beginning to appear along your forehead before it breaks and comes off. The next one is going to go over here. 20. And it's going to do. Yeah, it's gonna try and do a Hunger Fadar. So, it's gonna place it kind of over in this area here. It will get his friend there. He's gonna place it, it's a 20-foot radius. That's pretty big. We're gonna do, he's gonna place it on the side of the boat here. So it'll, for the most part, it'll get kind of in this way. So that'll be, yeah. Ramsey, Eon, and Sola.
Yikes.
We're just like hovering.
Yeah, we're like, let's go, guys.
Yeah. For all of you, light goes off. And you are covered in a space of terrifying whispers and drenched skin. Not good for you, but that's fine. You're invisible at the moment, kind of, from everything else around you. So it could be worse.
Okay.
That's true.
So we can't see.
You
Is
can't
that the
see.
idea?
And
It's
at
like the
be-
moon is like gone, like it's like covered or something. Is what you're saying?
The moon? Sorry, no. Like it's like a darkness spell.
Oh.
Yeah, but
okay.
it's called Hunger of Fadar. You guys are. Yeah, if you're fully in the area,
so
you're
we
blinded.
can see. Okay,
Yeah, I think it's just
got
that
it.
little area.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's just that area.
Okay.
At the start of your turn, you'll take 2d6 cold damage. All right. Okay, so that's the end of his turn. Now there's four more, I think.
There's these 3.
These 3, and then yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, the 3 more are going to move up, and they're gonna look over the side at where Rhaenyra and Elias are, and all 3 of them are going to lift a hand, and you can see this purple energy beginning to kind of go up. The first one is going to cast a blast of energy out at you.
Blast.
Rhaenyra, at disadvantage, that's going to be an 8.
Misses.
Misses, okay. The next one is going to run up and do the same. That's going to be an 8. Or, sorry, 10?
Still misses.
Misses. And the last one is going to look over at you and is going to lift a hand and hold on. And you can see that little purple tentacle in its nose just, once again, all the moisture going. Can you make a wisdom save?
$25.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like Sola, a headband begins to appear around you, but shatters off. Okay. The last one there is just going to use its full movement and a dash just to get into range, I think.
Oh boy.
Because everyone else is kind of covered by that darkness area, so...
That's tricky.
60
yeah, 60.
towards us or towards Rhaenyra and Elias?
Towards you guys.
Okay.
Alright, so that's going to be the end of, I think, all of the little guys. Next up is Ramsey with Rhaenyra on deck.
And I'm blinded right now.
Sure are. You take 2d6 points of cold damage at the start of your turn, 7 points of cold damage.
Okay. Can I move out of this?
Yep.
Cool. I will take move. Sorry, are we just on the cusp of it, or are we
Pretty
like,
much, yeah.
Okay,
He didn't want to use it all the way in, so it's not very hard to get out of.
that's fine. I'll move 10 feet out. Yeah, would this guy get an attack of opportunity on me?
He didn't start directly 5 feet from you. He was, what, 10 feet away?
No,
Or
he was
next-
in 5 feet.
He was? Okay.
But
Yeah.
he's also invisible, or, dark.
Yeah, but
He's
as
also-
you're running out, he'd be able to, but at disadvantage. So. Not gonna hit.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, from there I see a single snowflake falling. Just let it land in my hand. And instead of wall of fire, it turns into a wall of ice that I'm going to run.
Yeah.
And a
Nice.
big fucking U.
Oh,
So 10, 20, 30.
dope.
And catch all of these guys.
It's Sola and like.
Now all the cold's gonna be inward, but they're all inside of it.
So is that hitting everyone, like all the little guys there? That's
Except
basically hitting everyone
this-
except for one.
These, like from this guy and Sola this way, are fine. It's just these guys that are all inside of it.
So there's two here that
There's
are...
two that are,
That are fine?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Alrighty.
This one's been super clutch.
Yeah.
That's
So-
gonna be like a million different.
Love a good AoE.
Yeah,
That's an expensive spell, but it's
There-
like...
yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I only get one use today. So Dex 16 saves.
Dex 16.
Creature.
One
make a dex-
succeeded.
Okay.
Nice.
Good job, that guy.
That's 26. 31 points of cold damage to anyone who failed, and
Oh boy.
15 to anyone who succeeded.
my god.
Okay. Alright.
Beautiful.
You guys watch as from Ramsey this like line of ice appears and just basically consumes this whole line of the ship. All of these people frozen in the ice wall, dead.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Dead.
Get it.
Actually,
shit.
this one is still
There's one
barely
that's
alive.
saved.
Barely
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then bonus action.
Oh,
So we can see and bonus.
wow.
Nice.
Bonus action?
I have one still.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you want.
I do.
The sass.
Bonus action will be Blood Curse of Bloated Agony on that guy.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay, awesome.
Nice.
Can't take multiple things.
He takes multiple attacks.
Yeah.
And I'll amplify it to
It's gonna
makes
do
it
some
last for a
damage.
minute. Which I take. Finally!
Oh,
1 point of damage!
Good for you. Good for you.
And you like look down, and it's just like a part of your finger got like frostbitten, and that was like enough. And you're like, okay, that's all right. That's all right. Awesome, amazing turn from you, Ramsey. Is that all for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Great, Rhaenyra, you are up with Elias on deck.
Okay. So she's like right beside us?
Yeah,
Like-
she's like coming out of the water. She didn't go down like the other one did. She is like
Like-
right up in the water, about to
Okay.
jump
Bonus
up.
action first.
Yeah,
Is it to find it again, sorry?
yeah.
Maybe I won't do that actually. Okay, sorry. What he did also changed my mind too, because I was gonna do something for you too.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to subconsciously know that we're probably gonna stay near this room because like the professor's gonna want to do some
Yeah.
magic to it.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm just gonna take a swing at this little lady then.
Yeah,
That's what we'll
absolutely.
do.
Roll hits.
Actually, I was gonna do something like
The
completely
darkness
different.
there disappeared as well.
Oh, nice.
Hunger for dark.
Right, great.
Gone.
I'm gonna use inspiration
The lights
Okay.
went out.
for
Never
that first hit.
mind.
Sorry.
They're
Yeah.
back on.
One inspiration gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Nice.
These magical.
Second hit
priestess.
is a 22.
Definitely hits. Yeah.
Okay.
Both hit.
So the first damage is 11, and the second one. Hello. So let me do anything. Hello? Hello? Okay. So the second one
Yeah.
is just 7.
7. Okay. So
Yeah.
total of 18 points of damage. Nice.
And then bonus action will change. Then I'll bring Stanley out. Then I was gonna
Yeah.
but Stanley can swim too. He's a duck actually.
He's like,
Yeah. So like.
Stanley's like,
Yeah.
This is
My
great.
element!
So he's got like his little sailor hat on because
Yeah. He definitely does.
he's been helping me do like all the tasks that I've had to do.
Absolutely.
And of course, Stanley rolls a dirty 20.
Oh, let's go,
Bye.
Stanley. Roll some damage.
Hell yeah.
It's being weird, but I'm trying to. There. 9 points.
Nice.
Yeah.
The combination of Rhaenyra and Stanley begin to work on this like sea hag looking creature, fish hag
Like
looking
keeping
creature.
it away from you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
Is that all for your turn,
Yeah.
Rhaenyra?
Stanley's trying to like
Perfect.
wave his wing like in front of her.
Be gone.
All right. Next up is a trident wielding fellow at the back here who looks quite perturbed at the current events.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go.
5 gold, so you can't blow him off the back of the boat.
He's gonna go 5, jump in the water. 15,
Is that bet still on?
Yeah.
35, 40, 45, 50, dash 55, 60, 65, 70,
Oh, boy.
75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100.
Oh. Ooh,
Oh, good.
that's looking fun.
I know.
He decided he
Good.
didn't want to mess with, with
The ice wall.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And you see him
The
just
boat
this
is
like
significantly lower in
almost
the water.
like jaws like fin on the sky.
It's like
coming
Michael
up.
Phelps, like
Yeah.
just like coming through. Yeah.
And I don't have them, but you guys see as he jumps in the water, there are 2 creatures with him.
What?
Pulling out all the minis
I'm gonna
today.
just use these because I don't actually have them, but that's fine. You see 2 other fins coming up with him.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
He has
Sharks. He does have
Oh
sharks.
my god.
I don't want to kill sharks.
All right,
Yeah,
that's the
nice.
end of the Baron's turn. Next up is Elias.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Soul on deck.
the runes, the glyphs.
Yes.
So we like flew up right next to them.
You're right beside him.
Right beside them. Is there like this storm that's still going on overhead?
It hit them, didn't it?
It appeared that. Make an Arcana check. I'll give you this one for free, real quick.
For free.
For free.
It's an 11.
You're not entirely sure. You get the idea that your dispel magic stops some kind of ice storm effect happening.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay, but there's still this other glyph that is like
on
in
the other
front
side.
of us,
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, am I sure? Who knows? But it feels really
knows?
fishy, so I will still.
Feels fishy.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Boo.
I'll still cast dispel magic just to get this last rune out of the way because I don't like the
It's
implications.
not good.
I don't
It's
like
not
the
good.
implications of what that can come from.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast that
Absolutely.
at 4th level this time.
Okay, yeah. Dispel magic at 4th level still works.
Okay. Just like flat out.
Flat works, yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
that's the
just
level
like-
for these, but yeah.
Basically grabbing up for like the runes.
Yeah.
And it's just like, nah.
You see the hag looking at you like, almost like it's mad about the work and effort that has gone into that rune, now gone.
Aw. Do better magic next time.
Stanley's like picking at her.
Your sources!
Amazing.
And I'm going to put up my arcane ward as well. So it's like shimmering kind of field of like blue magic, just like
Indestructible wizard.
Awesome, okay.
indestructible is maybe a little.
I've got an idea too. My turn's next. So
Sweet,
Yeah.
okay.
It's hard.
Alright.
Yeah, and that'll be me. I'm relying on Rhaenyra for a movement.
Okay, sweet.
That's plan
So,
That's like fun.
now it's the shark's turn. The first shark is going to swim up through the water and breach it, and is going to attempt to go for. It's not very smart, so it could go for either one of you. Lowest, it goes for Rhaenyra. Going for Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra, can you make an athletics or acrobatics check? Whatever size for you.
27.
Oh, yeah. This shark leaps out of the water and tries to like bite and grab you with it down, and you just
You punched a shark.
I love
That's
sharks.
amazing.
Well, Amy loves sharks.
okay. Then as it's flying through the
Push it away.
yeah, as it's flying through the do like the scuba diver thing. Where it's like no. You push the nose down. And
They're so cute.
Redirect.
the other one is going to breach out of the water and go for Elias. Same
Right.
thing, athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Oh, well, it's a natural 20.
Went for a total of.
Well, I have a 0 and 12, so it's just 20. Yeah.
Still good.
Well, doesn't your. Oh, no.
No,
So my
yeah.
shark has an athletics of +6. It rolled a 15. Rolled a 21.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
yeah.
say we're gonna make another roll here. How do you stop this shark from biting on you? And I'm gonna say however you choose to do it. I'm gonna make a roll. We'll make a set of DC. Let's do it that way.
Okay, could I like try and reason like as a reaction, almost like using my mage hand to just try and like slap it out of the way?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
DC is gonna be 16 for this.
Okay.
But if you succeed, I'll let it happen.
Okay, that's a 7 out of 1. Okay.
Yeah, that was close. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
16.
plus. Oh, it's 16.
Hey!
Yeah. So as the second shark is leaping through the air, Elias, you like send out your mage hands. That how's it just?
It punches the shark.
I'm like, no!
Honestly, probably. You're being like so nice, and it's just like, no, we don't do that.
and this one's just
And then
crying.
it's like,
yeah.
no.
You guys hear like this dirty like crunch as like the head of the shark just kind of like in. That one is gone. The brown one, you can take it off. That's a dope natural 20.
I can just see Elias. What the fuck are you doing?
Just starts bleeding in the water. The other shark's like. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Amazing. All right.
Heck of a mage hand.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. At the top of the round, you guys see two pieces floating. These little icicles, these kind of large things floating towards you. Seem to be moving at a pace of around 30 feet around.
they're
Whoa.
moving.
Yeah.
That's a clip.
Uh-oh.
Sola.
Okay.
Huh. Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Boy, I don't think I got anything I could do to help those. Except.
Unless.
Unless.
Unless. Yeah, exactly. I would have tried to do some other stuff, but no, I think
It's a sign.
like these are
How big are
like these are like
big
icebergs basically or something.
And they're kind of like larger versions of what Elias and Rhaenyra saw, magically created, almost like they're trying to capsize the boat.
Right, sure.
Blow one up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Guess I kind of got him. So hold on. How does my if I upcast this? It's just extra damage. So yeah. Okay. Boy. Alrighty. Well, 5th level spell slot again. Gonna cast Flame Strike on
Which one?
this one over here. So basically, Sola is like getting like grappled by this guy, and like. There's a huge ice wall here, so I can't really see what's happening on the other side, probably.
Yeah.
But I kind of like look over my shoulder to check on Eon, and suddenly realize that there's this thing coming towards us. And I can tell that it's bad news because Sola has read some literature in her time at the College of Lather Tide.
Oh, of course.
And she read the story of the Titania ship.
The
Yes,
Titania.
The
Yeah.
Titania.
SSS Titania.
And
Titania.
yeah, exactly.
A lesson of gnomish hubris.
Exactly. The Titania had a huge backstory, of course, where it was creation of gnomish ingenuity. But anyway, Titania aside, Soul's gonna flame strike that. So it has to make a Dex 18 save. I don't know if it can move
It
at
ain't
all.
doing it. Give me some flavor on this and roll your
Yeah,
damage.
so basically what happens in Flame Strike is just like from the sky, this like little like crackle of energy, and suddenly this huge pillar of flame just crashes down to the ground. And it's
gigantic.
almost like, it's 10-foot radius across, and so this huge like pillar of like spinning flaming light, and just crashes with a shockwave.
Awesome. Okay.
And so it does 5d6, and I feel like I want to roll some d6.
Yeet.
Fun.
There you go.
Gigantic flaming spear coming down from the sky, collapsing into one of these icebergs.
Oh man. 11 damage.
Ooh.
11?
Yeah, I
Okay.
rolled a pile of ones.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, it would looked cool though.
It would have.
It was a little hard to control because she's
First
still
time.
being
First time.
Plus, she's getting like yanked by this stupid guy. Did I count that right? 10, yeah, 11. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway.
That's too bad.
All radiant though,
Yeah, correct.
which has a different kind of vibe and is a little bit more scary. So I will say this one here is like you can see parts of it cracked off. It is not out yet.
Okay.
It's very close to be, but not quite yet.
Yep.
Anything else for your turn there, Sola?
So that was a leveled spell, so
Yes.
I can't cast another bonus action, so I can't really do anything as a bonus action, I think. And she can't move, so like that's it.
Okay, Eon, you're up.
All right. Seeing what Sola's trying to do. Nice. I'm gonna turn around and the arm comes up. I'm gonna do fireball right here.
Oh.
There you go.
At both
Nice.
of those. Let's see if I can get some nicer
Yeah.
doors.
She's shaking a lot.
So it is a dex save, but obviously
They
there's
fail.
not dex save.
Yeah, and like you're able to like lob the fireball. Like I'm imagining it's kind of like something that's not like magical and it goes right to the target, but it's kind of like pew, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
Fire and
Yeah. Yeah.
It is kind of. She does it almost through like it charges through her like arm, whatever mechanical thing that she has.
Sweet.
And it does that.
All
Okay,
right,
let's
damage.
see. 10, 15,
Nice.
28.
Ooh.
Pretty
Fire
good.
damage.
Yeah, that's enough to wipe both of them from the board.
Nice.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. Now I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the possible opportunity attack and I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay. And that one, I'm not sure if it has its reaction yet. I don't think it does. So, oh wait. We'll do a roll. Yeah. Nope.
Yay.
All right.
Awesome. That's the end of your turn on.
It is.
All right. Next up is going to be the priestesses. The one by Rhaenyra and Elias is going to do a little thing. She is going to kind of reach out of the water, and you can see a staff, this kind of toothsome, kind of like bone staff. And she's going to make 2 attacks with that onto Elias. First one's going to be 17.
Meets so beats.
Okay. Second's going to be 14.
Oh my gosh, my AC is high enough to dodge an attack. That's crazy.
You take 12 points of piercing damage
Okay,
from
cool.
the attack. And that's going to be the end. The other one that you see on this side,
She
that
dove
kind
down.
of that dove down, you see reappear next to the blue one onto the water.
I see.
Over here.
Okay.
Yeah, closer to me a little bit. She didn't get that far,
Okay.
but yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's where she is now. All right, next up are the little guys. The one that has you, Sola, is going to attempt. It can drag you.
Okay.
And it's going to attempt to drag you off the boat with its movement, which I believe it can do, as it already has you grappled.
I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how grappling works. So.
It can drag you with it for half movement. So I'm gonna say he's gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
So what happens? Are we in the water?
You are currently in the water, as this
At
thing
the surface.
at the surface level. Yeah, this thing has you in its grip and it's trying to bring you down with it. For its action, it's going to dive down with you with it. And you guys see Sola before, and she sinks under the water.
Okay.
Get out of there, Sola.
Right. The other 2 up there are, one's gonna go after Ramsey, the other is gonna go after, I guess that would be Eon, right? Yeah, one after Ramsey, one after Eon.
Okay. Like little guys going after Eon, or
Yeah, after Eon, and it's going to make a Sword of Fathoms attack with you, that same watery blade. Ooh, that's a good roll. That's going to be a 21 to hit, Eon.
Hits.
Okay. Can you make a Constitution save?
Ooh, 12.
Fail. You take 9 points of slashing damage, and you are currently choking.
Choking.
As the sword exits your skin, you feel water enter your lungs. You are currently incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
Gagging on whatever that is.
Yeah.
Hellish Rebuke.
Hey, absolutely, yeah.
Back at it, see if I can end that. I'm just checking. I don't think it.
Actually,
It's verbal.
no,
verbal.
no, because you are currently incapacitated. You can't even take reactions.
Okay.
The only thing, what happens is you don't fall to the ground, but you are not focusing on anything besides choking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am incapacitated.
Yes.
That's what my status effect is.
Yeah. It's then gonna make a. You take 9 points of slashing. I think. I don't know if
Yes.
I said that yet. Okay. It's gonna also make a bite attack on you, which will hit as well. For 3 points of piercing damage. Okay, that's gonna be the end of its turn. The one on Ramsey is gonna do the same thing. It's gonna swing its sword at you. That'll be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution save as well.
Inspiration. Inspiration.
You can't double.
Oh, okay, then it's 12.
12 is a failure. You are choking as well. You also take 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Ramsey, you are incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Both of you looking at each other as these two fish-like creatures incapacitate you, and you are choking. Both of you grabbing your necks. Water just coming out.
Oh my gosh.
I have a question. When
Yes,
it was
so-
my turn, I did some damage to that
Yes.
iceberg thing. That
Mhm.
activated my armor, even though it was not an animate object.
I'd say yes.
Okay.
So you could heal
I
you
would choose that to heal.
because she was right
Because
next to
she
you.
was right next to me.
Okay, sure. I'll say you can do that.
Okay. So that would have healed Eon for 8.
Nice.
That's the end of the Warlock's turns. Next up is going to be Ramsey, who you're able to choke out whatever water was left in your system. Your eyes looking up at this creature holding its sword in front of you. You're up, but that's the end of your turn. Rhaenyra.
Okay, I'm going to fly. I have 50 feet
Absolutely,
with
yeah.
the broom.
Mm-hmm.
We, I suppose, are gonna go up. So like, how below are we from the ship? Like, how high is the ship? I must say.
I'd say maybe 10, 15 feet.
Great. I'm gonna fly up 20.
Okay. You take one attack of opportunity
That's fine.
from that, but it's at disadvantage. It doesn't hit.
Okay. Would it be fair if I moved up, did an action, and then moved the rest of my movement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna fly up the 20 feet.
Go for it.
I'm gonna acid breath like this whole group right there.
Nice.
Whoa, yeah.
Those are all decks of 13.
Yeah.
For
Do you want to
everybody.
activate your tattoo as well?
Yeah, I will if it's for damage, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Okay.
they'll take half damage anyways. So,
So on the
yeah.
on the Baron, the trident succeeds. I'm gonna say the one shark. What's the DC?
13.
Okay, that should be like 15. The one shark succeeds. The
says 13,
two,
I'm sure.
yeah, the two.
I don't know if it would hit this one.
Yeah, the one, I guess, then, would be dexterity?
Mhm.
Failed. Cool.
So 19 if they failed, and then half of that if they didn't.
Ooh, 19 points of damage. Nice.
Sweet.
And then the rest of the movement,
19 there.
I guess Stanley will stay there for now, but the rest of the movement, that's you, right? This is you?
Yeah.
Like that's Elias?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was 20, and then like 30 to come like
Gotta go around.
above
The ice is here, and it's another 20 feet off the deck.
20 feet off the deck?
So
Okay,
it's 40
that's okay.
feet up.
Then we'll come over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be like above, like here-ish.
Okay. Awesome. That's the end of your turn, Rhaenyra?
Stanley's still bonus action,
Sure.
so he's gonna like swim over to like the blue guy,
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he's gonna attack.
To the one with the trident?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
16.
Just hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Go Stanley. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Nice. Awesome. Alright, that's the end of your turn, Darryll.
Yep.
Next up is the one with the trident. It's going to go...
Thankfully, Stanley can't get hurt.
It can swim pretty fast.
Oh.
So it's going to follow. It's going to go 5, 10, flip, 20, 25. Right up to Ramsey. Alright, and it's going to make 1 bite attack and 2 attacks with its trident. Ramsey, 19 for the bite.
Hits.
Okay, that'll be... that'll be 7 points of piercing damage on that. And then the 2 trident attacks. 9 and a natural 20. So 9 obviously misses. You just see as it is able to catch you off guard with its bite, it kind of like parries back and is able to just swing the trident around right into your chest. Oh, that could be worse. You take 22 points of piercing damage.
Doubled or that's...
That's total.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's going to be the end of its turn. Next up is Elias.
Okay.
We're only 20 feet above, if you're looking at range or anything.
I think range I'm okay
Okay.
on. So from like my arcane ward that I have, there's like this the like blue like shimmering kind of magic there. There's this hand that like comes out from the ward and
Sweet.
it's like similar blue magic. And I'll cast Bigby's hand. And the hand will go into a fist and is going to try and slam down onto the fish guy with a trident.
Absolutely.
So,
Let's roll to hit.
let's see.
We need to get you a Big B's hand model now.
I
Kidding.
okay, that's cocked.
Cocked.
Well, that's
weird, but
that's
it
weird, but
counts.
it works. Yeah. Jumping
Wow.
on top.
It's- yeah.
That's so funny.
That means you get to add the d6 too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that
of
what it
course.
Josie's now like...
You don't like that rule with the dice I have considered.
I forgot how big my spell attack modifier was. That's a 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Roll some damage.
Smoosh.
Okay, so
As long as it's not a shark, you can.
Watch whatever
We
you
need the
want.
sharks.
it's D8s. Oh my gosh, I forgot it's D8s. Oh, can I steal some D8s?
How many?
I need 3. Thank you. Okay. 10, 12. There'll be 15 force damage.
Nice. It's looking starting to look a little damaged.
Yeah.
There.
And I don't think I have anything I can do for bonus action. And I'm hanging out with you. I don't really want to go down there. So
The vibes are we want to
Smart.
stay up.
the vibes are rancid. So
Awesome.
yeah, I'll
Right.
the hand will just kind of like come back and is awaiting its next command.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. After that, it's going to be the one shark's turn, and it's just going to circle. After that, it is Solo with Eon on deck. You are currently getting swung underneath the water. It is, I will say, almost 0 visibility, so you are like blind down here in the current state. As this thing is grappling you around the neck and just trying to drag you further down.
Okay.
What do you do?
So, question.
Yes.
Last turn, as a reaction, could I have like sucked in air as just before I went under the water?
What's your Constitution modifier?
Plus 4.
You have 4 minutes
Okay.
of air time underneath the water. 4 minutes.
So next question is like, am I underwater, and with that air, could I use it to still like blow out a spell or not?
Usually the spell has to be verbally able to be like heard. Like you have to be able to say the words and have them like be clear enough to be said.
Okay.
So I'd say verbal spells are going to be a little bit of a hard run here.
So as in like I could try, but it might not work.
I'd say that it just doesn't work.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that limits what I can do. I'm gonna. I guess so. I'm grappled.
Mhm.
It's an action to try to break the grapple.
Yes, it is.
So that's what I have to try. Do that.
Yeah.
Athletics check against the grapple.
Okay, sounds good.
We can do it.
Oh,
Not with that, I can't. That'll be an inspiration.
oh my god. No.
Rolled 2 natural ones in a row.
I rolled a natural 20.
Great.
You're still grappled.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'm holding my breath real good.
You sure are.
Yep.
Can you set your shirt off so you're a shiny beacon?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but like so.
Okay.
That I don't know.
Okay.
That
Good idea.
that doesn't really so.
I could try and grab you with my hand.
No, I have command.
Oh, that's even better.
But they have to be able to hear
The
you.
wearer chooses a shirt to appear
they?
radiant white on his shirt.
Oh, I don't want to see.
It doesn't say whether changing my armor's lighted upness is an action or anything like that.
It's kind of like a free action,
It's
I'd
kind
say.
of a free action. Okay. I mean, then yeah.
Light it up.
I am gonna like a
Okay.
emergency signal
Awesome.
under the water. I don't know how far it will go, but that'll be my free action, and
Okay.
I'm just like struggling trying to. I can't use any movement, so
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. Eon, all of the water in your system blurts out of your mouth, ending your incapacitated condition. That is the end of your turn.
Oof.
Damn.
We are in rough shape.
Next up is the priestesses, who are going to. The one closest to me is going to jump up onto the boat itself, and the other one is going
That's a
to.
bad idea. Okay.
The other one is going to follow her, but she has to use her action and movement to get right up close. Yeah. The other one is going to move even closer. Yeah.
Closer to.
Yeah, that one is going to move there because they're popping out of the water, joining him. This one is able to make it there, but that's about it. The one next to you, Ramsey, is going to swing at you with its staff. First is going to be 23,
That's
and then a natural 1.
Nice. Do I have to move?
So that takes 9 points of piercing damage.
okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, now it is the warlock's turn. There is one left on the ship, right?
No,
Two?
there's 2.
Okay, they're gonna take their swords of fathoms out and start swinging again onto Ramsey. That misses. Onto Eon. That's a 22.
It's
Can you make a
There's other
Constitution
things
save?
I need to do here.
I'm gonna inspo that.
Sure.
Jesus.
Computer is
Mega fail.
Fail. You take 7 points of slashing damage as the water fills your lungs again. You are currently incapacitated.
Fuck.
okay.
Sola.
We're back to me already. Sorry.
No,
No,
the
it's
one,
this
the
one.
one that has you grappled. It's now its turn.
Okay.
and it's going to attempt to continue. It's going to take its sword and try and stab it into you underneath the water here.
Oh dear. Okay.
It still can't hit you though. Bounces off your metal plating and armor, which is annoying it, but it's going to drag you another 15 feet deeper. You are now 30 feet below the surface. The light from your armor is giving off just barely enough light to show where you are. In a certain amount of time here, it will not be able to. You are very close there. That's going to be the end of the Warlock's turns. Next up is Ramsey.
I would have seen it hop overboard with Sola, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck it. I run. I'll take all 3 swings at me.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Okay.
First one is the Sword of Fathoms again,
That's risky.
which is a 15.
Misses.
Okay. The Witch is going to hit, and the Triton, yeah, it's going to hit. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll that dice while you move yourself.
Okay.
2d8 plus 10 points of piercing on the strike from her, and then from the Triton guy, 8 points of piercing.
Okay. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 gets me to the spot where they went in.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus, or my actional dash, swim down.
You don't have a swim speed, right?
No.
Okay. Can you make an athletics check?
Actually, you might need to if he doesn't get it. Then we have to move closer. Because I forgot that we're 20 feet. Yeah, so it's close. I have to move closer. I have to
7.
heal. Yeah.
You're able to make it 10 or 15 feet down, but
Cool.
you're not able to get the whole way.
Bonus action, burn a key point, step of the wind, swim even farther to
Okay.
catch up to him.
Okay.
And now I've got a hold of him, and I'm trying to pry him free of Sola.
Okay. So movement would have been getting you
My movement
into the water.
Into the water.
Bonus
my,
action.
You know, my action,
Mhm.
dash.
Okay.
Bonus
dash.
action, step of the wind, which is dash.
Okay. So you're just right up there.
Yeah,
That's
I'm at
what
that.
you can
Yeah.
basically do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You see, kind of spinning underwater, the red cape wrapped around this fish that just has Sola in a headlock, and is at one hand trying to stab her with this sword with the other, while Sola's like, and just trying to like get him off with her armored hand. It's not really working. Okay, that's the end of your turn, Ramsey.
Yep.
Next up is Rhaenyra.
Okay, I'm actually gonna change maybe what we just said a little
Yeah,
bit,
okay.
just a little bit. So we're gonna fly.
I've got her.
Right, I need to be close to you. I think I need to be close to you. Trust me.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna fly over. Like that's more than 50 feet that I can fly over here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, how far down are they?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah.
So that's my full movement. If I dived down there, would I hit them exactly?
I would have to roll for it because you have a flying speed on your broom. You're
No. I'm jumping off of the broom. Like,
Oh, I see.
Elias staying on there.
Yeah.
And I see Ramsey, like, it's just like I can
Yeah.
see Ramsey's hurt and I see Sola's hurting.
Yeah, I mean, I make an athletics check. If
Sure.
you succeeded 15 DC,
Okay.
you get right to them at a failure of 15 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
We shouldn't leave.
I know. That's why I'm leaving Elias there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. But it's like, I know what he looks like right now. 20. Dirty 20.
That'll be enough. You.
But that's like,
dive.
that's my action, right?
Yeah, I'd say it'd have to be for your movement and then getting down. 30
That's okay.
feet with the dive.
That's
and
okay.
Athletics, that's 6 seconds.
That's fine. I'm still gonna bonus action for the next time coming up then. I'm gonna do, for the first time, I'm gonna do Shining Smite this time.
Ooh, okay,
Yep.
cool.
But that's bonus action for the next time I hit.
Yeah.
So just so you know, Ramsey, so I'll do an extra 2d6 radiant damage, but then within that person that grappled Sola, attack rolls are advantage against it, and it can't
Okay.
benefit against any invisible conditions.
Cool.
Okay. Awesome. That's the end of your turn, Manera. Next up is our Tridenty boy. Now, who is more damaged? Eon or Elias?
I haven't taken any damage, so.
So Eon? Okay. It's going to beeline over that way because it can smell the blood.
It's like a little shark.
So I'm gonna stay with her.
It's going to make 1 bite and 2 trident attacks onto Eon. First bite attacked is a 26.
Yes.
Trident attack 21.
Yes.
Trident attack 2, 20.
Yes.
Okay. The bite, you take 8 points of piercing.
Okay.
Trident number 1. You
Can I
take.
use my reaction for some of that damage to get absorbed by my
Wait,
ward?
Yeah.
sorry, if reacquainting myself,
Yeah.
all except for the first one, if I use shield, I'm good.
Right. Yes.
So
Actually.
can I shield?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I'll still use my reaction there, so I can absorb 11 damage total. Of yours.
Let's see what he
Wow,
gets on
that's
that.
Yeah. So then it would just be the first bite attack that would hit. So that would just be 8 points of damage.
I'll just take all
You'll
that.
take that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys watch as like it slams down, and Eon, as it's about to hit you, there is just this like ding, a little symbol, a little sigil appears in the air and just tanks the hit. And you can see, yeah, Elias kind of like controlling it on the other side.
Not yet.
Dope. All right, that's the end of its turn. Next up is Elias with Sola on deck.
Okay. This is fucking crazy. Rhaenyra just drops off. Fucking
I'm going.
like, I guess it's just me now.
I'm sorry. I'm incapacitated. I can't use shield.
All those would have been crits too.
Oh.
No, not crits, but they would have hit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm figuring this out. Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I have to take that. You took the 8.
Yeah, I can still take 3 more.
Okay.
points.
I will just re-roll the other two that hit. Sorry.
Sorry.
16. 16. 32 points.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 29. I take a little bit, but down.
Okay. Good catch on that. Take an inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Remembering how to play this lady.
So, we're at Elias.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Going to. Wait. Oh no! I forgot that this is range of touch and not ranged. Oh no! Okay, what about this one? Okay. Going to do healing word on Eon.
Hey.
We will do it at level 4.
Nice.
So that will be 44 plus 5. Let me do some rolls. Okay. So that will be 14 HP.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so that was my bonus action. Then as an action, I will do... I'll do Ray of Frost on the Triton.
Sure.
So
Roll
that
hits.
will be 21 to hit.
Hits. Roll some
Nice.
damage.
So it's not much, but it's honest work. This will be 6 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Ooh,
Until
okay.
the start of my next turn if it
Well, that's
decides to
good.
move for whatever reason.
to come get you.
You never, oh.
That's like jump. You're still up.
I am still up,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, okay, that's me.
Right? Sola.
Thank you.
Doing my best.
Okay, so we're underwater, and I see suddenly
Rhaenyra coming in with the axe.
Rhaenyra and
Ramsey on the other side with his sword.
Yeah.
I don't have a sword. No.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
and this goblin, whatever the heck he is.
He's a
what
fish
is
guy.
Fish guy.
Fish man.
Right. Is still grappling me. And basically, like, Sola sees her friends and sees that Ramsey is, like, on the brink of death. He looks super rough. And Sola can do this without any verbal component at all. She's going to channel divinity, preserve life, and all 50 points go to Ramsey.
Oh,
Nice.
Basically, so just like her armor, like she like locks eyes with Ramsey for a second, and her armor just like lights up, and all
Nice.
the energy like flows
Nice.
directly into Ramsey. So rather than like even bothering trying to escape, she'll
Aw.
do that. And but she's also like, why the fuck is everybody down here?
It's you.
it's you.
It's you.
Alrighty.
I forgot you get an extra 6 HP too from some cleric stuff. Disciple of
Excellent.
life. So it's good
That's
cleric stuff.
but I can't use any other actions, so Sola's still stuck, I guess. 30 feet underwater.
Yep, sure is. Alrighty.
Okay.
Eon, your incapacitation ends once again as the water is out of your system.
I've been so effective.
Yeah.
That ends my turn, DM.
Lovely.
I throw up.
At least aim for the guy. Like,
Okay. Next up are the priestesses who.
I have some things I can do. I just need to be.
They're both going to send some spells onto Elias.
Ooh.
The first one is going to lift a hand, and you see this ball of black energy forming, and then it flies out towards you. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You are hit with Guiding Bolt. You take 16 points of radiant damage, and the next attack against you has advantage, which will be done again by the second Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
Which will be a 25 to hit.
That hits.
So you take from that one 8 points of radiant,
Okay.
and the next attack against you has advantage.
Boys.
Next up are the little warlocks, which there are 2 left,
Ramsey, you need to heal yourself 50 stuff.
or 3 left.
yeah, I just did it. My thing wasn't logging in, so.
This one here is going to run up to Elias. If
This one?
someone can move that, please. Yeah.
He,
that one.
Elias is
I'm
also
still-
up here.
Oh, you're still flying?
I'm still up. Yeah.
It's going to run to your direction then. That's
Okay.
fine. The one next to
Curses.
Eon is going to make an attack with its sword. 19.
Shield.
Yeah!
Okay.
Alright.
You shield, it
Not
blocks
incapacitated.
off, and it goes. "Rah!" Didn't like that as much. The one with you, Sola, is kind of like, why the are 2 other people down here too?
Yeah,
as it kind of like looks
right,
over its
right?
shoulder and is like, "Ow!" as it's like trying to stab you. You know what? He's pretty smart too. He's gonna say what this. He is going to detach from you, and he is going to cast a spell. He casts.
No fair. Water spell. It's just a create water spell.
It's gonna use Arms of Hadar.
There's just more water.
Ramsey, Rhaenyra, Sola. Can you make a strength save, please?
They would get +3.
Yep.
I feel.
I am definitely giving you that. Absolutely.
I'm gonna inspiration that one.
Why are we rolling like garbage today?
I don't know, but it's these fish are much more intimidating than I thought they'd be.
Yeah, that's with 2 big ones taken out of the fight the whole
Correct.
time.
Correct.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra
13.
fails. Sola
19.
succeeds. Ramsey
5.
fails. Okay. Rhaenyra and Ramsey can no longer take reactions, and both of you take 8 points of necrotic damage. Sola, you take 4 points of necrotic damage
How long for the
until your next turn.
Concentration saves.
Concentration, it's
Damage.
DC 10,
Yeah,
so it's still.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're still good. It's then going to use its movement to swim away at a speed of 50 feet,
which way?
and it
Fucker.
disappears. You lose visibility within 10, so I'd say it doesn't really matter. That's the end of all their turns. Next up is Ramsey.
Question.
Yes.
The spell has a verbal component, but it is the tattoo for Dimension Door.
You have to say it.
Okay.
You have to say it.
Then fuck it. I see this little dude take off. Might as well start swimming to the surface. Yeah, I'll grab hold of Sola and start trying
Take
to
her
make
up?
my
Yeah.
way up.
Easily enough, as long as Sola isn't resisting, I'm sure.
Yeah, no.
No?
I want to go.
Yeah, absolutely. You get up
So,
15 feet closer to the
Yeah,
surface
15
together.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna burn action.
And everything?
Yeah, I'll burn
Okay,
my
yeah.
other key point.
Oh,
'cause, yeah.
okay. Yeah, absolutely. I'll say with
So-
all that, you guys get to the surface. Rhaenyra just like,
Looking down, can I get him?
what am I doing? Right. That's the end of your turn, Ramsey.
Yep.
Next up, Rhaenyra lies on deck.
Same thing. Full movement action, bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to the surface with your movement and action. Still have a bonus if you have anything with it, but you're still concentrating on the Searing Smite, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
keep that on.
Okay. Next up is the Baron, who is just going to keep swinging at Eon, unfortunately.
No.
Claw attack. Yeah, not great. What's your current AC?
24.
Okay. Claw attack numero uno is 24. Trident. 20. Second
So you're
trident.
shielded though, aren't you?
26.
24 is my shield.
Yeah.
So that one hits too.
Yeah. So one claw, one trident.
Off.
10 points on the bite attack, and on the trident it is 13 points of piercing.
Right.
As
It's
you,
okay.
as it's just trying to like skewer you and then take you with it. As it's just, you can see it salivating on its mouth as it's these blood red shot fish eyes, both looking in different directions, and both of them focused on trying to eat and destroy you guys. That's the end of his turn. Elias.
Okay. Trying to figure out where we're going to do this. Okay. So, as a bonus action, going to command my lovely hand to. I think it's still just been like over here.
Yeah.
Hasn't moved since then. So
Okay. Yeah.
it's gonna move over towards the Triton
Yep.
up against Eon.
Okay.
And is going to try and grapple.
Okay.
So it's strength check. The strength of it is a lot.
Okay. It was a 14.
It was a 14. Okay. I need to remember how these rules work. Okay. Okay, well it beats that. That's a 24. No.
Woo!
His hand is
Yeah,
crazy.
that does it. And it just
very
grapples the thing,
yeah.
like fully just grabbing onto it. Awesome.
Yeah, okay, so it is not grappled. Okay, so that is my bonus action. As an action, I'm curious on your ruling. Is
Sure.
using bonus action for Bigby's hand counting as still like casting a spell in the sense? Or like while I'm still
once it's
concentrating on it?
casted, no.
No, it's a casted, no, okay.
Because you're using a bonus action to direct it what to do, so I
Yeah.
would say that's casting spell.
Okay. Then I will cast Tasha's Mind Whip on
Ooh.
this thing as well.
Awesome.
So it will make an intelligence saving throw.
It will fail an intelligence saving
It will
throw, you mean?
fail. DC's 19.
Rolled an 11.
Very cool. That's the number I like to hear. So it will take 3d6 psychic damage. And then it cannot
Ooh.
take any reactions.
Nice.
And on its next turn, it has to choose whether it wants to, move, have an action, or a bonus action.
Cool.
So that will be 9 psychic damage.
Nice. Yeah, he's looking rough. As the hand grasps around and then the whip just.
Got you,
So-
Leon.
Point of note. He's wandered his ass through the large trail of ice, as well as these two are within 10 feet of where it was lying.
The
Both
ice
hags and the Baron have
That's true.
ran
gone through it
Yeah, okay,
and been
yeah.
in it. So I don't know if you just want to make one dex save for all three of them, or
I think that's probably appropriate.
16.
No one succeeds. Yep, no one succeeds.
Just knock them out. Just kill them all a bunch.
Yeah.
Well, considering that's 12, 24,
Oh.
27 points of cold damage.
Wow.
Oh.
That's
No, it's a 3, not an 8.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
Still.
4 6s.
27 points of cold damage.
Yeah, the one with the trident. How do you want to do this?
As he's like trying to hit on Eon, he's slowing down, slowing down, and then you just watch as the Big B's hand comes in, hits it, and then finally that mind whip. You just hear this loud crack, and then. And he's just ice all over the deck.
Stabbing, looks down
Yeah.
as all of this ice begins to form around him. I'll also say the closest switch to me is
Yeah.
gone as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, great. Awesome turn. Okay. So that brings us to Sola.
Okay, so we're all currently floating in the water.
Bobbing.
Yep.
How far up is it to the ship's
15 feet.
deck?
maybe?
15 feet, and like,
Probably a
can
possibility of this guy.
we climb up there?
Yeah, it would
Like-
take you a little bit of extra movement, but yes.
Okay. What Sola's gonna do is just double checking.
Oh.
Oh,
Luke,
She's gonna
Luke,
turn
damn you!
and like glare at both Rhaenyra and Ramsay, like death daggers, and suddenly it's like poof, misty step up onto the side of the
Nice.
ship
nice.
to here with a bonus action, and then like quickly looking around and sees like Eon over here, and she will immediately use her movement 5, 10, 15 to here, and
Nice.
will hit. No, that was a little spell. I will, however,
You can cantrip.
cantrip for whom the bell tolls on
Yep.
this guy
Yep,
beside.
absolutely.
So wisdom 18.
Fail.
Nice.
So
And you get
that's-
healing off.
D12s.
Yeah. Can I? Oh yeah. I need to borrow someone's d12s.
How many you need?
3.
There you go.
Ooh.
That was a. I knocked that off of something else. Shoot, I'm gonna reroll this one because that was not one before. Okay, so 17 damage
Ooh.
on him.
Nice.
As like this like super angry bell crashes down on
The body just flies off the side.
and her armor will also activate, and Eon gets 5 hit points
Nice.
from that also.
Perfect.
That'll be my turn.
Next up is Eon.
Thank you, everyone.
Raise the
Finally!
Raise the rifle.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise it and point it at this guy. And
Alright.
you'll also notice as I raise it, Iris crawls across and settles
Nice.
into the front as my
Your sight.
yeah. So I'm looking through the
You guys see
eyeball.
it.
Nice.
And so you can see, if you're on the front, you can see her going like this. As I'm
Very
looking around.
nice.
The sound emanating from this is very Godzilla charging up esque.
Nice.
Like the very.
Alright, I'm just using the Lyrian
Get 'em.
blast.
Roll use an inspiration on that.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
It's a 15.
Onto the warlock. Does hit.
It
Does
hits!
it?
Wow, I can't believe that.
I rolled a 3 and then a 4.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, at least that was nice. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
on
yeah.
That one.
Immediately kills it.
Yay!
Does just enough damage as it headshots right through.
Awesome. Super cool. I'm gonna just move over here, look down, see that they're okay.
Awesome.
That is my turn.
We're like fighting in the water.
Yeah. Stop splashing! Alrighty. The last one there on the boat, noticing the kind of poor state of things, is going to use its full movement and action to dive off the ship and disappear under the water.
And this one here.
Correct.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Gone.
So initiative doesn't technically end because Sola's still holding.
There's still
It's
these two,
Yeah,
yeah.
those two.
Banished.
What
Yeah.
about this?
That's the shark in the water.
The shark is no longer
He
But yes,
went home.
I will
He's trying to bite
I'll
Stan.
say
Yeah.
currently initiative out of order while you're holding the spell, but nothing is coming up that would make that an issue for right now.
And so, sorry, then that means we're falling out of initiative and
Yep.
we're just like not gonna worry about those guys.
Well, they're gonna come back. You
I have an
you
interesting-
can not do anything and see what happens.
I have an interesting question about
I guess I can hold it for more than a minute.
banishment. Does it say they returned to the exact spot they were
Yeah.
banished from?
Yeah.
So I
Or
can
Just hightail out of here.
that's what I mean. Like all of a sudden, we all stand at the back of the boat and watch it go.
boat is still moving.
I'd allow that. I'd allow that. Yeah, that's great.
go.
Done. Easy.
You know, this whole time they've been slowly just like drifting back off into space.
That's
Elias, man the ship.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Forward fast, Elias.
Oh
Amazing.
my god.
Amazing. Yeah, I'll say with that, you guys are able to get the ship up and running very quickly. The co-captain and captain come out and are kind of talking with some of the guests and more reassuring, but you guys are all kind of working the ship, we'll say, and making sure that when those guys come back that they are just kind of
You are
dumped
far away.
into the middle of the river.
Yeah.
And they are.
If we're continuing and not ending immediately here because it's getting late, so as soon as like the spot where those two little globes of light has like faded into the distance, Sola turns and looks at you two and is just like, what the fuck, you guys? Both of you?
Well, Sola, you need to know I wasn't there to save you. I was there to help Ramsey, obviously. I knew you could handle yourself, but...
And you leave these two up here on their own?
Elias was very capable.
I was actually doing quite well.
I was drowning.
Eon.
We are the tough ones. We cannot just... You can't chase after me.
Ramsey was a bit family instinct,
I don't need
wasn't
two
it?
people to come and save my ass. You both should know better.
So I think it's a little bit rude to scold them right now.
You're goddamn right it is.
It's okay.
I want to be rude right now.
Oh. It's okay. We do deserve it, Ramsey. We do, don't we?
I turn around and walk away.
Do you?
Eon was dead a week ago. And you leave her up here all on her own, on top of the ship, surrounded by enemies, to chase after me. I mean, one of you maybe, but come on, guys.
So I can't speak for Ramsey, or I think maybe for the first time, maybe I can. But the thought of losing you, I mean, I know we did lose Eon, but I felt, honestly, for the first time, I wasn't thinking. All I saw was that two of my friends had jumped into the water and were so far down, it was all I could think of. Eon, I owe you the apology. I am sorry about that. But thankful to Elias. So you're 100% allowed to be as mad as you would like to be. We completely deserve it. I can't speak again for Ramsey, but I know it was just our instinct to protect you. I'm assuming you're still walking away.
I don't know.
Roll a wisdom save.
19. Apparently I am.
Off the ship.
Yeah, a little shadow on your side just goes, there's lots of things down there. But
Ooh, shiny.
Well, I'll take your anger, Sola. And your whatever hatred or anger you have at me, but I'm not going to apologize for coming to try and save you two. But I will apologize to Eon.
And I'm angry at myself too because I couldn't get away from that fish thing.
We should practice swimming more, I feel. Grappling each other in the swimming. Didn't think that would ever be a thing, but...
You could also just never be around water ever.
You were right about that, as always, Eon.
Mitigating strategy.
Well, we're going to be on water for
A few more
Another-
days.
quite a while now.
Life jackets, so we float.
That's not a bad idea.
Life jackets would be a good idea.
Co-Captain Hadrian walks in with a bunch of floaties. You may need
There's like
this.
wings.
One wing for you.
Yeah.
One wing for you.
No.
One wing for you.
Oh my gosh.
Just one wing.
Just one wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Captain, permission to take a short rest.
Granted.
Wow.
Not just a short rest, but I'll say the rest of the day in this capacity doesn't have any other things come up. No other large events that cause you stress. You're able to relax and to think a little bit about what happened today as your traveling continues. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. Your work with the lady, not fun, but after what you just experienced, maybe a little bit better, maybe not. Depends on who you are. But Elias, you are the first to notice a familiar landmark. Making your way down the river, past Tribor, you find yourselves coming up on a glorious, magical bridge. maybe 50, 75 feet above your head, spanning the river and connecting the city of Silvery Moon. A familiar feeling to be home. At the very least, seeing the magical gate brings you some feeling of nostalgia. Walking along it with your parents, with your siblings. Sometimes. Other times flying beside. But
Have any of you ever been to Silvery Moon before?
Not for any lengthy period of time.
I never left Two Hills until a couple of months ago, so no.
I don't mean to brag, but it's pretty cool, right? It's a little
is
flashy, I know,
something.
but when we're not dealing with dragons and everything, I'll show you all the good spots. You know, the spots. I know all of them. Definitely, because I get out a lot.
and as you are all left to kind of wonder at these feats of elven ingenuity, that's where we're going to pick up for next week.
Hey!
Thank you so much for joining.
We're all live.
Have a great rest of your night. And hi, Halo.
Okay, first thing, I'm so sorry, guys.
No, it was all in character.
That was absolutely not personal.
Yeah.
It was not.
It was very Sola-like.
I wasn't expecting it, but I was like, oh my gosh, I like this.
Sola's like very protectory, and so when somebody has to like protect her, she's
Yeah.
like not happy with that.
Dare you?
And plus like the fact that like leaving the two like squishy casters up there. On
The
their
only
own,
reason
too.
why I jumped was that he was at 7. I didn't know what you could do, so I was gonna like heal him. That's the only reason why I did. Like for real, I wasn't coming there for you. I was coming there for him. So I'm like, he's gonna die down there. I was like, I saw 7 hit points.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
like,
It's
no.
like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had more, so I was like, okay, like it.
It was touch and go there for sure.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna like clear that, and then like, whoa.
That's why I was like, you stay high and away from people, and you just do stuff.
I had
Yeah.
a really cool idea to help you, but then
Yeah.
I couldn't do it
Because you couldn't.
I couldn't do anything for
Capacity,
like 3
capacity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your capacity was so long.
barely did
Oh.
anything. My rope trick. I was
Right.
gonna jump in and do rope trick and sink holding onto the rope because it was 60 feet down.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I was just gonna like.
I'm sure like almost everybody had like a thing they were gonna try to do
Yeah.
to save Sola.
But that's what happened. Like a turn is so long. So much happens in a
Yeah,
turn.
so much.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But all those little guys, like, all had to go. Like, it was like one turn, but there was like 6 of them.
And
Yeah.
they all had cool things you
Yeah.
could do once.
Crazy.
Yeah.
they were rolling like absolute garbage.
It was only a 13 for that con save to like not get fucked by that.
That is so insane.
The throwing up the water thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
And that one you guys were just failing. There's other 13s in there that you guys were succeeding on, but
Yeah, that one.
that was not going well.
In particular. I didn't get to pull out my like tanning cannon.
Yeah, yeah. And Ramsey couldn't even transform because you also had your action then taken away. Or...
Well, it's just everything that I was doing was either
Yeah, and then
which was very effective.
yeah,
Like,
but
that
then
was
it was
Yeah, that
incapacitated, and then all my
Right.
movement, you know, like it. So it was just
Yeah.
Sorry if that one was a little annoying, but
no.
No, that's,
No, I like it was kind of like contained in a like really cool way.
Yeah.
Whenever I feel like at the start of the encounter that it's not that bad, that's when I know it's gonna be bad.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah. In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, these guys don't hit too hard.
Yeah, never mind.
No, they just hit you a whole bunch.
There's like
of times.
multiples.
Yeah.
So many
Yeah.
of them.
And then the effects, and then you get 2 people out in a round.
Yeah.
That like changes it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Changed the
Suddenly it's
times
like
so
10
much.
versus.
Well, at one
Yeah.
point
Instead of 10
there was only you
versus
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was out. Janelle
Yeah,
was
and
out,
Because
Loren was-
because we were above though, like we never got hit.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, great, these are like sea creatures, like they can't fucking fly. I was like, I was waiting
Smart.
for this like motherfucker to be like, suddenly it springs out wings and then it's gonna like fly up, and I
Well,
was
that
would
one
be
would have, I
pretty
bet. Right?
yeah, one of these ones I
God,
think.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Those
Ones
are
could've.
Yeah.
Poof.
Yeah, hopefully that was effective. Were those guys
No, it did
powerful?
work.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was clever.
You didn't think the mobs would cause us so much trouble.
Well, you guys rolled really well, yeah, or really poorly.
Really well.
And they had like a bunch of effects that were like more CC based. Like they were trying to crown madness to you guys a bunch of times. Other
I
shit.
kept using reactions, so it's like, fuck, there goes that. No, fuck, there
Yeah.
goes that. No, fuck,
Yeah.
there goes this. So it's like,